Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me on this fine day of my birth. I was birthed today. Hey, Texaholic, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Eve. Hey, Cat's Eye. Squirrely Girl. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. Hey, Michelle. Thank you so much. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Bee the Bean. Miss Marie. Hey, Stephanie. Um, Be the Bean. I loved your video. You know I did. A plus. I gave you an A plus with extra credit. I'm glad that hey Damaris, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Um I think a lot of people with that person. I'm not going to get into a bunch of him today, but you guys go check out Be the Bean's new video. You'll know who I'm talking about. Well, it wasn't mine, darling, but thank you, thank you, thank you. So, hey, Juno, thank you all for being able to come over and hang out with me. Um, it's kind of just been another day. Kind of sucks because with the Rona going on in the house, we're pretty much blocked off, and so I didn't get to see anybody today. So I'm seeing all you guys. So it means a lot to me that y'all's coming over to hang out with me. Um, but yes, absolutely, Be the Bean done a video. You guys go check her out. Um, I think if a lot of people went back and would actually look at the times that I've interviewed Andrew Hiltz and other people have interviewed him, um, it gets a little bit doesn't make any sense, but we kind of already knew that. But Be the Bean did a wonderful thing on that. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. Hey, Tinky Tink. Your birthday's the 7th. AC's husband's birthday was yesterday. And I loved that he sang happy birthday to me. That meant a lot to me. I got a phone call this morning from the Genevieve, and she sang happy birthday to me also. And believe it or not, Genevieve's got a lovely voice. She used to sing over on Nana's Angels channel all the time, and that girl can sing. There's AC in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. AC's birthday's on the 8th. So we got somebody who's the 7th. All right, I'm just gonna go over my normal banner real quick, and then I'll pull up the little birthday one I brought up. So welcome to my channel, Opinions and Theories with No Repercussions. I commentate. If you get a little education, that's a thumbs up. I'm assuming. Okay. Oh, yeah, your daughter's is a 7 too, AC. Hey, wee Scottish mom. So, some things are entertaining, okay? A lot of times we have to say for entertainment purposes. It's just like COA, you know. Um, Trigger warning everywhere, which we're not gonna have a lot that needs a trigger warning today. Coco, it's so good to see you. I hadn't seen you for a while. Juno, I think I said hey to you, but in case I didn't, hey Juno. Um, so of course we've got fair use also, okay? So let me pull up my banners and I'm gonna pull up let me pull up the one for us Sagittarians. It's in here. I know what it is. I just ate it. So, happy birthday to all Sagittariuses. Sit back and enjoy. Fair use when needed. And cursey words as usual. Because you know that I cannot go very long without saying cursey words. So, absolutely. Miss Flies, if you hear me, girl, love you. Love you, girl. Sure do. Hey, Benita. Okay, so what I did was I did quite a few clips, and then I've got some other stuff that I'm going to share with you guys. So we should have, hey, H, thank you so much. You're a Sagittarian too, wee Scottish mom. Wow, we have a lot of them over here. We have a lot. I don't know if I can, my voice is kind of messed up, but I will try to sing happy birthday to everybody. Let's wait until my voice gets a little loosened up. Okay. Hey, Poppy, good to see you. Good to see ya. I appreciate everybody being here. I really do. Um, it's kind of cold and nasty here today. Um, every time I think I'm feeling a little bit better, um, I don't know what's driving me crazy. I think the most is um, the I get really cold to the point where I get a little shaky, and then I'll get hot just like that. I will have a power surge, a really bad power surge. But I've got some really funny clips for us, and we're just gonna roll with it, you guys. We are just gonna roll with it. I don't think mods that we're gonna have any trolls today. I hope not anyway. If somebody comes in being inappropriate, please just get rid of them. You know, it's not a day for people being mean or you can't stop sleeping. Well, that's what a lot of people who have it are saying, that they're just exhausted. I I I was pretty tired too there. Um, but I made myself start getting up and doing some stuff, and because if you're up at least moving around, or you set up for a little while, it helps loosen that stuff up in your chest. Hey, Selena. Hey, PE Island girl. Island girl. See, my voice is messed up. I want to be a island girl. I do. I really do. I would love to be a island girl. I don't want to be an island boy. You know how they sit in, I'm an island boy. It's like, whatever, whatever. So yes, hopefully you guys enjoy these little clips I did. And some of them are pretty freaking hilarious. But so first, we'll just get this out of the way. Oh, me too. Hey, State of Confusion. I would love to go to the islands, to the Caribbean. Um, I've never been anywhere like that. Of course, when I was in the military, I was in a lot of different places, and when I went overseas, it was Germany. But yeah, I've never been like to the Caribbean. I always wanted to go. Hey, Miss Justice, I always wanted to go to Monaco. That sounds weird, don't it? But I've always wanted to go to Monaco. I sure have. Just because I think of uh, what was her name? Grace Kelly married. Plus, I don't think in Monaco they have taxes, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah, Grace Kelly. She was so beautiful. Thank you, State of Confusion. I'm getting there. I don't care. I mean, I don't have any sponsors on this channel, but let me tell you something. That Airborne, they're just tablets that you stick in water and dissolve. It's got a lot of different vitamins and stuff in it. Absolutely, absolutely. I've been trying to do one of those every day, so I don't know if it's helped or not. Oh, you've been to Jamaica? All right, now, you guys, I'll go ahead. Oh, Cary Grant. Cary Grant. Oh, we're talking about some older times there. Okay, so this is just a video I pulled up. It's about 5 minutes long. Of course, I'll be stopping it to commentate on it because that's what we got to do over here. We got to commentate on stuff. But it's called People Who Took Too Much Say No to Drugs. And the name of the channel is People Who Took Too Much. Okay. Airborne. Yes. That's what Todd said. Um, oh, you got caught in the rain yesterday, AC? But yeah, that's what Todd says, that he likes the chewable ones too. But I just went ahead and got the tablets. They were a little bit cheaper, and I got a box of them that had 3 of the packages in one box. You know, that's one thing about it. If when it comes down to stuff like that, I don't mind paying a little bit more for that stuff if it's going to help in the long run. I know my son is still he still feels crappy. I feel so bad for him. Drip drop. Drip drop. I've never heard of that. That kind of sorry, Juno, that kind of sounds like something that you can order for the drip. That's what they used to call you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. No, I said airborne, not air horn. Air, airborne. I probably do sound like, ugh, you know, so Crime Circus is drip drop. I've never heard of drip drop, but maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's just like a knockoff or something. Oh, so wait a minute. Is that a channel? Is Drip Drop a channel? Oh, no, it's not a channel. It's kind of like a IV. Oh, yeah. I have been going to get me some of that. Hey, Derek. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon to you. I definitely am going to get me some of that. Hey, Karen with a C. Okay, let's see these people who should not be. Um, oh, there's a channel. Oh, okay. Okay, Chloe. All right, so let's just go through this. Okay. It did help you, Juno. Yeah, I've been looking at that stuff. So, well, thank you, Derek. We are celebrating all Sagittariuses today, not just my birthday. We have quite a few people's birthday in here. So, this is just people who took too much. This is just like a little starter, okay? So, let's see what we got here. No, you're fine, Chloe. You're fine. We're just a messing around today. No biggie deal. We're just having fun. If y'all's got some jokes, please feel free to put them in the chat. I'll be dropping the link here in a little bit. Anybody who wants to take it, feel free to come up.
philosopher's stone and wasted my time when I should have been looking for that holy grail.
This is gross. Trigger warning, trigger warning. You did be the bean? It gave you a hangover?
So yeah, right now you and dear. If you answer that question, I'll give you $100 right now. Okay. What's 5 times 5 minus 3?
5 times 5 minus 3. We know the answer to that. And if you have to use a calculator, we do not mind, okay? Hey, Kiki. Hey, Katie.
5.
Yes.
25.
Man, let me go, man. I got some people on Brian.
Fucking 6.
26.
You're right.
Yeah. Where's the 100?
Wait,
This is
what
right,
100?
man. It's wrong.
Give me that 100. Give me that 100. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that? Do I need to make this bigger? This dude is under his shirt, smoking a pipe. He catches himself on fire. That's crazy, y'all. Wait a minute. I made that bigger.
Wow. Banyak kali kalau yang deketin.
Tapi ini spesial.
Oh, this girl's wasted.
Sekali dengan Mbak Keke.
Oh, siapa itu, Ki? Gimana, Ki? Ciri-cirinya?
Berinisial.
Kind of reminds me of Amber Heard when she was on that talk show drunk. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh, this dude. Now, let me tell you guys something. This guy right here, the only reason I even remember this guy, because if you search demonic possession, this guy shows up. And he's at this hospital, and they, of course, they believe he's on drugs, but the country that he's from, they also, some believe that he's acting this way because of possession, right? So I actually seen this guy like this. It's been quite a few years ago when I seen him like that. He's limber. That would scare the shit out of me. That would scare the shit out of me, you guys. I couldn't even get close to this dude. I don't know what this dude is saying, but I don't know what he's on, Marie. But I'm telling you, there is no way in hell that I would have even got close to this guy. I would have ran. I would have ran very quickly away. The guy Beetlejuice. Oh, you like watching Beetlejuice be the bean? One live that I do, I'm going to show you guys Beetlejuice. I'll have to find his picture and show you guys. Yeah, I watch Beetlejuice too. He was on Howard Stern a lot. Yeah, he thought he was one sexy dude. Oh my gosh, I got to find a picture. Hey, Patty, thank you. Well, I don't, are we talking about the same Beetlejuice? Be the Bean? I'm talking about this guy that calls himself, I gotta find the picture now. Here, let me show this for a minute while I look for the picture. I think we're talking about the same guy. I'll find him.
Isso! Qual o nome que tá aí? Qual o nome que tá aí? Fala aí. Lúcio. Lúcio? Lúcio. Isso tá incorporado pro santo, né? Isso tá incorporado pro santo. Quero ver se o santo vai segurar a tua vida aí. Quero ver.
See, listen to the way this guy's talking. It's freaking creepy. Okay, I'm gonna find him for you guys. Hold on.
Eu não vou vender nada com vocês. Só não quero que encoste no meu cavalo. Deus é maior.
See, it's the way he's talking freaks me out. I think this is the one we're talking about, right? Be the Bean? Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. This is Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. Let me see if I can get a better picture of him. Let me see if I can. Oh, wait, that's Robin. Hang on. There he is. Is that him? Hey, Tim. Oh, you're fine, Kiki. Reminds me something, maybe Cheech and Chong. Yes, this is Beetlejuice. And he is on the Howard Stern show. And this guy is a big stud. Okay? All the women want Beetlejuice. And you can go and look. He's actually done some like rap songs and stuff with like famous rappers. So this guy's a trip. Beetlejuice is a trip. So let's see. I want to get into some funny stuff. Okay, now this was recommended to me by a friend, and I had never seen it before, but it's called Spiders on Drugs. Okay, so yep, he's the goat of all goats. All right. So this is Spiders on Drugs by a man named Andrew Struthers. And he did this 16 years ago. So that tells you how old this is. All right, let's listen to this.
The wood spider is the most accomplished of all web-building species. Recently, scientists gave these tiny creatures a variety of psychoactive drugs to observe their effects on web building. When given a minute dose of LSD, the spider's web took on an unfamiliar, minimalist structure. When given caffeine, the web structure was not affected, but the spider's behavior was. Given THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, the spider didn't build a web. It built a hammock, where it lay all day and watched the caffeine spider go.
Oh, so the THC, it just chilled the spider out, and he just sat back and watched the caffeine spider. What goes up and never comes down? Your age. That's very true, Squirrely Girl. Very true. I'd build a hammock. Me too. I'd be the hammock builder. Oh my gosh.
When given alcohol, the spider built a web, found a mate, and raised over 100 young. But the mate got a restraining order, and now the spider can't go within 100 centimeters of the web.
Oh my gosh. That's
the crack
crazy.
cocaine spider figured building webs was for suckers, waited till the caffeine spider was exhausted, then came up behind it and popped a cap in its ass.
Oh my God.
Nice web, Mr. Crack Spider. When winter came, the marijuana spider had no place to live. It ended up in the crack web as the crack spider's bitch. For more information on the crack spider's bitch, contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I had never seen that before. Thank you, Vanita. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I am so glad that was recommended to me. Where do I want to go next? Let's pull up some of my clips. This is hilarious, you guys. This is hilarious. So, and this is very true. Okay, this is very true.
We don't say don't touch that. We say,
oh, that's so nice and gentle. Here in the South, we look at our kids and go, eh.
we don't say don't touch that. We say,
oh my gosh, that's so true.
That's so nice and gentle. Here in the South, we look at our kids and go, eh.
That is so true, y'all. That is so true. I don't know where Lip Lock is today, but I seen one that I thought of her. Okay. So, so check this out. This is so cute.
Can you let go now? You feel better? No. Then it hasn't kicked in yet.
That is the cutest thing.
Can you let go now? You feel better? No. Then it hasn't kicked in yet.
That is the cutest thing ever. I seen that and I thought of Lip Lock. I was like, I've got to show that. Okay, what else do I have on my clip list here? Tell me if you've ever known a family that, let me just show you, okay? Let me just show you this. It's what does your family like to do for fun? Oh my gosh, you guys. Some of my family back in the day, oh my gosh. My brother-in-law from Hazard, that guy was the funniest person I ever met in my life. He is, I should say is, because he's definitely still around. Let's see. Oh, this one is, I really like this one. This one's really funny. And some of these clips are from a creator called Auburn, Auburn. And then some of them are from a creator called Momem, Momem. So this is hilarious.
Look, I don't want to hear a damn thing from anyone on Wednesday whenever my Christmas tree goes up, because come Wednesday, I'm decking the halls, bitch, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Trees going up. The lights are going up. The reindeer are going in the front yard. I'm buying 2 boxes of candy canes, some hot chocolate, and watching Elf. I don't want to hear a damn word from any of y'all bitches that say, well, what about Thanksgiving? Bitch, really? It's one day. I will happily unplug my Christmas tree on Thanksgiving, eat some turkey and dressing, and at 12:01 a.m. the next morning, plug that bitch back up. Y'all have a good day. Look, I don't want to hear a damn thing from anyone on Wednesday whenever my...
That is hilarious. That is so many people I know. It's like, man, I'm starting in November. I don't care about Thanksgiving. I am doing my Christmas stuff. And it's like every year my daughter and them, they get, like, we got there for Thanksgiving this year and they already had the tree up. So I'm like, oh, it's just gonna, move ahead and ahead and ahead. Yeah, he's freaking hilarious. Just hilarious. This right here, tell me if shit like this don't happen sometimes to people. Watch this.
Dog just went poop in front of the door. So I scooped up the poop with a shovel and I went to fling it over in the snow. It's on the garage. Dog just went poop in front of the door. So I scooped up the poop with a shovel and I went to fling it over in the snow. It's on the garage.
It's on the garage. It's on the garage. Oh my God, it's on the garage. How freaking funny is that? Here's a little birthday song.
Birthday to you. I wish for a new car.
That would be my luck. I'd be wishing for a new car.
I wish for a new car.
Yeah, that's where the car would be. Hey, Brandy, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. I hope you've had a good day. It's good to see you. Now, this is funny, you guys. I think it's funny. So this is called When the Liquor Hits You, okay? So this guy's been doing a little bit of liquor. He been drinking a little liquor.
Hey, hey, hey,
hey.
When that liquor hit you.
Dude.
Hey, hey, hey.
When that liquor hit you. He's got some nice tutus. That dude's got bigger boo-boos. He's got big boobies. He's got bigger boobies than I got. He does. Okay, let's see. I don't even know what half of these are.
So does anybody know how to remove the blue dye that they put in the bags of money at the bank?
I mean, I'm obviously just asking for a friend.
So does anybody know how to remove the blue dye that they put in the bags of money at the bank?
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm obviously just asking for a friend.
I'm obviously just asking for a friend. He's got that crap all over him. Oh my gosh. Banks got really smart when they started putting, I know, Juno, he had some big knockers. Boy had some big knockers. For sure. Okay, let me, I want to pull up what the new ones I got. Let's see. Now, this is funny. I think this is pretty funny.
Brian, I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, what's up?
You remember when we had sex?
Yep.
Something happened. I am with.
I'll make this one bigger so you guys can see it.
Okay, don't love that. How old is she?
17.
What happened after we had sex? That's
Well,
not.
I took Plan B and then I adopted her. Teen pregnancy is cool.
You were not pregnant.
You don't get to say that. No uterus, no opinion. You don't understand what I went through.
You went through a long legal process to adopt a full-grown adult, which, by the way, takes years to do.
I don't understand because. Do you not have a phone? Did I get one of the freaking poor ones? I'm keeping it.
No, don't call her it. Okay.
I love her and I own her.
Nope, that's not.
You can either stay in the picture or you can leave.
Okay, yeah, 100% gonna leave.
I don't understand. You had sex with me.
Right.
Bodily agreement. Now we have a child.
No,
the mother of your children. She said, I'm going to adopt a dog. But you know me and like computers and files. I just like kids are they're all the same.
You know me.
Target.
That's freaking hilarious. I'm not real good with computers. You know how I am with computers. Okay, so moving on here. Let me pop off the ones I already showed. Now, this creator here, she cracks me up, okay? Her name is Vanessa Simone, and she does TikToks, and she works at a gas station, right? Yeah, we need to send that guy a bra. It's like, dude, we're going to send you a bra. So we're just going to go, we're just going to kind of go through this a little bit. So, you know, you guys can talk about whatever you want in chat or anything like that. I don't care. We're just hanging out and no stress factor on anything today. So yeah, let's just play this.
Hello, how you doing? Must be nice working in the fucking air, fucking bitch.
Now, I'm going to say this. Have y'all ever worked, has any of you all worked in the retail business. Hey, Linda. Thank you for popping in. I'm serious. It's the worst. It's the worst. There are some cray people. I worked at a liquor store. Let me tell you, I seen some really weird shit in that liquor store. You have, AC? You did, Juno, when you were younger, Damaris, you have? Oh my gosh. I mean, please feel free to tell us your story in chat. So, I'm going to drop the link. Anybody can come up that wants to come up. If you've never come up on a panel before, please feel free to come up. We can kind of ground guide you on coming up here. You worked in a dress. They would pee in the dressing rooms. Ugh. Why wouldn't they just go to the dang bathroom? Why would they pee in the dressing rooms? That's freaking weird. Your husband could tell us some crazy stuff. Well, he can come up here if he wants to, AC. He can come up and share his stories. Oh, have a good time, Patty. I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a while. But the kids love them some Chuck E. Cheese. You managed a convenience store in Kingsport, Jude? They would leave the clothes on the floor and pee on them. Did they think maybe that you guys would throw them away and they could go back and get them out of the trash? What's up, AC?
Hello. I sound a little snotty.
That's okay, honey. We're all sounding snotty.
Oh no, my husband. He. I don't guess he'd care. He stocks shelves at the Walmart at night shift, and oh my word, some of the stuff he said he has seen, you would not believe.
Oh my gosh. My son-in-law actually did that for about, I don't know, he was there a little while. But yeah, they got some crazy stories, I bet.
Well,
Especially with the Walmart.
I'll tell you one. He went on break and went to go, to use the restroom, and there was one of the local neighborhood little crack men in there, buck naked, in the Walmart bathroom taking a bath in the sink.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Marie, you're fine, honey. You don't have to apologize. You and Brandy, you get with her and talk about whatever you need to, darling. It's fine. No worries at all.
But yeah, he's seen some pretty crazy stuff.
Wow. They left hygiene products. Oh my gosh, that's freaking sick. That is sickening.
Now that's scary. There's been some scary stuff too. Everybody's got to be careful when you use the public restrooms, because a lot of times they'll go into the restrooms, especially like Walmarts and gas stations, and they'll wipe their needles. They'll stick their used needles in the rolls of tissue that are hanging there. So don't just reach under and grab the toilet paper. Look at it before you reach, because you could get poked.
Oh my god, I remember watching this really weird it was like a documentary on these couples who were addicts in New York. I can't remember exactly the name of it, but they were actually going into restrooms and using toilet water to clean their needles.
Oh,
It was freaking weird.
I had planned on turning my camera on today, and then I woke up with crud, so I've not combed my hair.
Girl, we don't care what you look like.
I've not combed my hair, and I'm still in my pajamas. And
Well,
it's, I
I'm
mean,
kind of, I got my t-shirt on and I'm
oh,
took a shower. I had to be careful and not get it too hot. But man, it sure opened up my sinuses.
oh no, this is supposed to be a fun day. I don't want to traumatize nobody today.
You know what? I should have invested in Kleenexes because I probably went through 7 boxes in the last 3 days.
Oh, well, I have a couple of jokes if you want to hear one or two.
Well, girl, you go right ahead.
Now, disclaimer, I'm in no way a comedian.
I think you are. When you get to telling your jokes, they are funny, girl. I think you could be a comedian.
I didn't get my vodka today because I had to take cold medicine. So, and I definitely
You're
have
fine.
to both and go up on panel because, oh Lord. Okay, where can I start? All right, here's a good
Okay,
one.
wait a minute. Brandy, that lady would poop on the back of... That's sick. She'd poop on the back of the toilet every time.
Oh,
Okay, sorry,
yeah.
AC. That kind of threw me
Oh,
for a
no.
loop when I read that.
Oh, hi, Brandy. I hope you're having a good day, sweetie. I'm always praying for you.
Okay, AC, take it away, girl.
All right, I don't know what I can get away with here, so I'm just going to say it.
You can get away with whatever you want to get away with. We are saying trigger warning, okay, everybody? Trigger warning.
Just going to clean a couple of them up. This is for all the ladies out there, okay? What do you call the useless piece of skin at the end of a penis?
What?
The man.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
You don't have to laugh. Some things probably aren't going to be funny.
That is really funny, though. Oh my God. Okay. That was good, AC. I don't care what you say. That was a good one.
Okay. My internet's going.
Tam said the what? What she said, Tam, what do you call... What'd you say? What do you call the...
Okay, my internet's going in and out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What do you call the useless piece of skin on the end of a penis? The man.
The man. Did you get it that time, Tam? That is funny, AC. I'm telling you. That is funny.
Oh, Lordy.
I know you got some good jokes, AC. Don't even try to tell me you don't. I know you got some good ones.
Let's see. Okay. I'll do a couple more and then somebody else can, and then we'll see. Okay, what's the difference between being kinky and being perverted?
What?
Okay, kinky is when you tickle your girlfriend with a feather. Perverted is when you use the whole bird.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. That's funny.
Her off there. Oh.
That is funny, AC. Girl, I knew you had some good jokes.
Well,
After you told the...
I'm kind of like being, this is on YouTube, so I'm trying to keep it clean. We have a phone conversations. I got some real good ones.
That is hilarious. AC told a joke the other day and she didn't want to say the punchline, so she texted me the punchline and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got to tell it." So, let's see. I want to make sure I tell it right cuz I want to tell it again. Hey Corey. So, she says
I don't.
yeah, you tell it. You're
Okay,
funnier when you tell it.
I just wonder if I could say that word.
Yeah, you can say whatever word you want.
Oh Lord, my mama was gonna come down from heaven and beat me with a stick. All right, you're walking down the street and you pass a tampon on the left of you and you pass a tampon on the right of you. Which tampon speaks to you first?
Which one?
Neither, because they're both stuck up cunts. Mama's gonna
Hey,
eat that.
Marie.
I'm not gonna make it to heaven, Lord of mercy.
Yeah, you will. We're just having fun now. The
No,
Lord will forgive you for sure.
Mercy.
That's hilarious. You added to that though, didn't you? When you told me about it, I thought you had a little bit more that you were talking about too.
I said
Oh
something.
my gosh.
I'm trying not to be keeping it kind of sort of clean, not gory, nasty.
Well, I mean, you know what? Sometimes the funniest jokes are the little bit nasty ones for sure.
Well, you're supposed to kind of tell that in like a accent, and you're supposed to say you passed two bloody tampons, and you're supposed to, and then it says neither.
Oh, like a
Yeah,
like a
yeah, I can't.
English accent.
Yeah, you're supposed to say the bloody tampons, but I can't do very well.
You can't do it with the accent. Be the Bean says a naked man broke into a church. The police chased him around and finally caught him by the organ.
Be the Bean to come up and tell it out loud.
Juno said we're all sinners. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're sinners with you, okay? Hey, see, you won't be alone.
Well, now since we're all sick, here's a little joke. It's just a little tiny joke. You can go in and tell your son, and maybe what you do first is go in and say, "I'm gonna let me take your temperature." And while you're taking its temperature, here's the joke. Ask him what's the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer.
Okay.
The taste.
Oh my God, he would kill me. He would be so mad if I did that.
Thermometer in his mouth.
That's hilarious. Oh man, he would be hot. You guys would hear him chasing me around the freaking house. That is hilarious. I've never heard that one.
That's a good one to pull on somebody who's sick while you got the thermometer in their mouth.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is pretty wild.
Oh Lord. I'm trying not to cough.
Brandy says she's doing that. She's definitely gonna do that. What does a perverted frog say? Rub it. Gosh, be the bean. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, I knew y'all had some jokes in you. I knew we had to have a day of not being serious.
Oh my God, we'll have to pull that one on next time. Next time one of my youngins gets sick, I'm gonna do that one.
Oh my gosh. Well, good luck with that. If we don't hear from you for a while, we know that they was gonna get you.
I got good kiddos.
You got what?
My kids they're amazing. They're just amazing kids. Amazing.
That's great because let me tell you, my kids are pretty good kids too. I couldn't have come out better. I mean, God was looking out for me with my kids. The way that I was, raised and stuff like that. Just my kids are just a blessing. You know, the only thing that ever kind of worried me with my kids, I always wanted them to be really, really close, but they were born so many years apart. But they do okay being. Have you ever smelled a mothball?
No.
I mean,
You're gonna
how
ask
do
me
you
for
get them
how.
little legs apart? Lean on me. That's hilarious.
Oh my
Jude
God.
says mountain people use the saucer and bucket birth control method. The husband stands on a bucket for love making, and when his eyes get big as saucer, his wife kicks the bucket. Oh my gosh. Oh, Brandy said Tyler's sick in bed, so I'm sanitizing the house, baking cookies, and wrangling little ones.
Oh, Brandy, go take his temperature.
Go take its temperature, Brandy. That's hilarious. Yeah, that kind of
Yeah.
sucks. I mean, there are a lot of people sick right now. I was like, are we making everybody sick through the monitors? Because it's like, I kind of started out not feeling real good with the sinuses and stuff, and it's pretty much led into all this. So
I kind of
it
started out,
kind of
and I thought it was allergies, so I've been using and I had some fluid in my ear, and they said just, keep using my nasal spray. And then yesterday I got in the rain when we went out to eat. I got caught in the rain just a little bit, but with my immune system. And then I woke up this morning and it's in my chest. So
that's what I worry about, it being in my chest, because um that's pretty bad when it gets in your chest. And
Vicks Vapor Rub and the cold medicine and all that going. So
I know I got one of those little uh Vicks nasal things where you can breathe in the mentholyptus, and
I
I
just
need to just
started.
get out I've got my essential oils, and I need to just, get out my little thing, and just start
Say something gonna kill us all.
doing it all over the place.
Okay, I've
Whiskey,
got it.
lemon juice, and honey.
There you go. I've got that.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of people who don't even drink, when they get sick, it's weird because a lot of people who drink a lot, it don't seem like they get sick very often.
I don't drink a lot anymore since I've had that tummy surgery, but every once in a while I'll make me something. And I was going to have me a little vodka mix today, but I didn't get by the store to get that. But I'm looking in my freezer as we speak, so if you hear noises. But I do have a bottle of Cruisin', Cruzan, dark rum in my
Oh,
freezer.
yeah.
So I'll mix
Yeah,
some up.
lean on me. The eucalyptus is supposed to be real good. And I've tried those tablets, Brandy, that you put in the shower.
I don't like
And then the heat just mixes it, and you can smell that. The only thing I kind of don't like about them is because, they'll start to dissolve, and it's like it kind of gets overwhelming for me. And you really can't. I mean, probably what I need to do is like break it up into a couple different pieces, and break it in half, and then use half of it, and then maybe the other half.
what did
Are you
Cinderella
doing
say.
the Mucinex, Jude? I've got some Mucinex.
That's fine.
I What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading Juno's thing and I was reading out loud. I didn't mean to.
What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball? She gagged. Oh my gosh, that's freaking hilarious. Hey, the mouse. Yeah, they do get really strong, Brandy. Kind of overwhelming to me. But yeah, everybody has like different remedies that they use. And I've just got to the point where, hey, Sky Swizzy, I just got to the point where, I'm more into the homeopathic stuff. I really want to do stuff that's going to be more healthy and not take more of a toll on my body, when my immune system's low. I think that's the problem with a lot of things, because when our immune system gets low and then turn around and, the medicine that they want you to take, it has 50 different, you know, reactions to it, and I don't like that. So I've been looking into a lot of different things like that. I've got a book on herbs and stuff, and it kind of gives you an idea of what you can take.
I don't eat like sweets because I can't really have what you would say sugar, but I do like
Right.
tea instead of using the artificial sweeteners. My son went and got me a big old jar of honey, and it's got the honeycomb in it. So when I
Oh,
make
I
that hot
love that.
I put a piece of that honeycomb, eat it, and then you just eat the whole honeycomb.
Right.
But I have to be real careful and not eat a lot of it.
I love that. I love I mean, we keep honey and lemon. We always have an abundance of that, because I hate running out of my lemon, because a lot of times if we have fish or anything, I want my lemon to go along with it. So, what does a blind gynecologist and a puppy have in common? A very wet nose. Oh my God. That's fucking hilarious.
Let's see.
But yeah, years ago, that's what I used to do. I used to just keep like a bottle of whiskey beside the bed, and when I didn't feel good or was catching a cold, I wouldn't hesitate to do a shot of it. But I'm not a big drinker, so I mean, God, I haven't done that forever. Got whiskey like that just to, and when I couldn't sleep, um, yeah, I would just take a shot, to go to sleep and stuff too. So.
See, when we were little, that's all we got growing up because, that's kind of what my dad did. He made moonshine. That's what everybody knowed him for. And so when we got sick, we got the moonshine and the rock candy and honey. And that's what
My
we,
grandfather made moonshine too.
that was our medication.
And it wasn't a big deal back when we were younger, that when the kids were teething, that the parents would, rub their gums with whiskey or something.
Well, no,
Now if you do that, of course, you're in big trouble. But back then it wasn't nothing for, that for that to happen
well,
at
that
all.
aerosol stuff has got more dangerous stuff in it if the kids swallow it than just a plain old alcohol does.
Uh-huh.
Nasty.
Yep. Yeah, it's real weird what they're doing today. Um, that this is what always got me. Thank you, Marguerite. I didn't see. I've got my thing pulled up now. I can see some people in chat that I didn't see earlier. Hey, my ranch. Um, this is um, this is the weird thing. You know, doctors. Your uncle went to jail for a long time because of moonshine.
My daddy went to
That
jail for
sucks.
time, but that was before I was born. It was
He did too. He went to
sad,
jail
but
because of moonshine too.
it was before I was born. They sent him to Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary for making moonshine.
Wow.
That was
Well,
way.
my family come from Arkansas. My dad's family came from Arkansas, and it wasn't nothing for Grandpa to make his moonshine. And what he would do was he would put it underground, is where he would hide it at, underground. And I'll never forget, he had a big bucket of moonshine underground, and he pulled the top off one day, and don't ask me how, but there was a big old dead rat in there, and he was like, "Yep, it's still good." And as far as I know, he sold it. So they burned his house down in the 80s.
Yeah, they did a
Wow,
lot.
in the 80s.
Well, this
Where
was
he
like
said
back.
we got pulled over with 8 gallons of moonshine back in the 70s. Cops
think
took
this
the
was
moonshine and said, "Get out of town." Wow.
So this was like in the 50s, I think, when my dad went to jail. So it was way before I was born. Yeah, those revenuers would chop up their steels and take their moonshine, and half the time instead of pouring it out, they would take it for sale.
The
They were
house I lived
revenuers.
in was built. They used to make you moonshine in the cellar that we had back in the day. Well, the thing about it is, I mean, they go on and on about all this moonshine and everything else, but you know,
Well, if it wasn't for that, Mom and Daddy, I mean, of course, before I was born, when he made the most of it was before I was born, but they wouldn't have had no food or clothes or hardly anything.
exactly. I loved watching anything about Popcorn Sutton,
I love popcorn.
and the very sad thing about that was, you know, he was older, and they were going to try to send him to prison, and
Was, I think
he
he
was
had
having no part of that.
Didn't he have cancer and was dying? He had something wrong with him when he
Some
was
was wrong.
dying.
I mean, I believe that he ended up, taking his own life.
But
But yeah, I think there was something wrong with him, and yeah, they were still gonna try to give him prison time, if I remember correctly. I may be thinking wrong, but
the biggest thing that gets me about that now, then they were going to lock that little man up for that, but now that they've changed all these laws, they're selling popcorn Sutton moonshine in stores,
yeah, absolutely they are. Yep.
which I guarantee you don't taste nothing like popcorn Sutton moonshine.
No, because if you remember the two, what do you remember the two guys on Moonshiners that were real close to him?
Yeah,
I can't remember their names though.
names, but I know who you're talking about.
Well,
That's the
Kiki,
one.
I don't think anybody thought you were gonna make moonshine.
Yeah, they was going to lock that little old man up, and now they're making money off of his name.
I remember when they the his to help his wife out, they were looking for his last, I think it was a last big stash of moonshine, and they actually found it and, you know, got rid of it so that way she would have some money. And he didn't live high on the hog. I mean, he lived, you know,
Did you
like,
see there's a video out there of that his last run of liquor where it shows him making his last. There's a video of it, like a documentary, and it's him, and he's making. It shows beginning to end how he does his liquor.
yes, I love that. I think Johnny Knoxville did one, didn't he? A documentary or something on it.
Yeah. Be the bean. I'm gonna say this. I have had a touch of both. I have had a sip of popcorn Suttons, and I have had some of my dad's. And I would have to say, and I'm not tooting horns, but I would have to say they were about neck and neck between dad's and popcorn Suttons. And that was
Well, I mean,
good.
we're talking about,
Good
people
stuff.
who, over the
Art form.
years had pretty much, got their recipes spot on,
It's an art
and
form. Not anybody can make that, and to have it to have it
I don't remember Bean. I don't remember if all
good
of his had a
moonshine
blue color.
when you have a drink of the good moonshine, when you drink it down, you'll feel a warm feeling from the top of your throat down to your stomach. Warm feeling,
You
but it
ain't
is
kidding.
to burn. It is not supposed to burn.
Well, I know that when I lived in Louisiana, when I was in the army in Louisiana, I mean, I never liked to live on base, and I lived like I lived like 2.5 miles down this dirt road. And so when I would go for my walks, this man always stopped and handed me some moonshine, and it was good. I mean, it's not like I sucked it down. I would take a drink of it. But what I really liked was because he always had another mason jar full of fresh, cold spring water for me to chase it with. It was really good. It was really good.
Yeah. Well, if I had a
Not
big old
sure
shot of
how
that, I'd
old he
feel.
was.
He wasn't
Oh,
very old.
you've made pear wine before, Corey?
Pretty close to pear moonshine. Oh, see, this moonshine you get, like, even if you go to the Gatlinburg or down to the local liquor store, the moonshine you get in there ain't like, it's not what I call moonshine anyway.
Yeah, because
They might call it.
I think Everclear is like the highest percentage of alcohol that you can get in like a liquor store or something. And I can't remember exactly the alcohol percentage, but it's supposed to be really, high alcohol content.
Anybody that's had the real good, the moonshine made from people that knew how to make it, and then you go drink some of this that's in the store, it's like you're like, no, that's not it.
Hey, Bob. Hello, Bob. Thanks for popping in.
My mama used to make
Did I see
really.
Colin earlier, or is my mind going wacky? I think I said hi to him, didn't I? We'll see how old Popcorn Sutton was. I will check it out, see if we can
My mom used to
find
make
out.
really, really blackberry wine. When we would pick blackberries, oh, that stuff was so good. You're right.
How?
The store stuff is. I think what do y'all think? 70 something.
How old was Pop? He was only 62.
Me too.
And he did pass away by carbon monoxide poisoning in March of 2009, rather than to report to the federal prison after being convicted of offenses relating to moonshining and illegal firearm possession. It's like, why in the world couldn't they have just left that man alone?
Well, they already
He,
had a monitor on his ankle. What the heck was a 62-year-old man half already dead going to do? And they had a
yeah,
monitor. Where
that
was he
was
going
ridiculous. Yeah, that was just oh, I know the names of the guys, Mark and is it Tigger? Mark and Tigger, I think. Yeah, they were close enough with him that he actually was telling them how he was making it and stuff like that. So I know that every once in a while on moonshiners they would try to make a batch that was close to his. I don't know if they ever really succeeded.
And the best moonshine comes out of the mountains because a lot of people that make it, they want to when they make it, they want to use, they go and get either just old water out of the water hose or spring water in jugs.
Mm-hmm.
That spring water, and it's coming right up out of that ground in them springs. It makes a big difference. You want that
Oh
water
yeah,
coming right.
definitely.
Right up out of the ground. Yeah, you can
That's
eat that.
why
That's for.
I get I'm weird when it comes down to even spring water I buy in the store.
That's not
You know,
spring
because
water.
I'm like, is it really spring water, or are y'all just telling me it's spring water? You know,
There's
that's the
still a
bad thing about it.
property where you can go and drink out of it.
All right, let's hear a couple more of Miss Vanessa's customers here.
I'll
see
try
what
not to
see what
interrupt.
they
I'm gonna
say.
have to turn my good ear so I don't interrupt. So I can hear. If I interrupt,
All
say
right,
shut up.
I'm not going to tell you to shut up. Why would I do that?
I just don't want to interrupt, but I can't hear well today.
Okay, well, I don't care if you interrupt today. This is all in fun. We're not doing anything that we need to get feisty about. Okay.
Oh Lord.
You got yours near Elizabethtown, Tennessee. Well, a lot of people yeah, Elizabethton. What a lot of them do, if you're going to buy the moonshine, because it's kind of expensive, they usually do let you try it out.
Strike a match to it before you put it in your mouth.
Also, don't they yeah, because doesn't that kind of, what's that tell you? Does that tell you like how much liquor it's got in it?
Everybody's talking about it blue. You strike a match to it, strike a match and hold it to it, or you can light a lighter and hold it to it, and it should burn. It should, when it burns, it should burn a blue flame.
Right.
If it don't,
Okay.
don't drink. If it don't drink it.
Back home in Louisiana, I seen a couple deer throw back some fallen pears and take up arms against the hunters. Heck yeah. All right, let's see how these customers are. I'm telling you.
You want your receipt?
No. You speak Spanish?
No, not really.
Gracias, puta.
Oh, what's that mean?
I'm not an expert, but I think he just called you gorgeous.
Oh,
That's messed up. He called her a punta. Okay. Now, if y'all don't know what that means, you can Google it, but no, it's not that she's gorgeous. Okay.
thank you. Hey, how are you?
These are 2 for $3.50.
Yeah, no shit, she works here.
What? Hey, Dan.
All right, how you
Get some chapstick for your lid.
No, my asshole's chapped.
Hey.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Good. $3.63.
Huh?
$3.63.
Bitch, I speak English.
That's hilarious. Have you guys ever done that when you're talking to somebody and you know, especially if they're on the phone and they're talking to somebody in a different language, and you know, this is a fact. When you're talking to somebody that you don't think speaks English, it's like you talk to them slower. You still talk to them in English, but it's like you totally start talking to them more slowly. And, you know, half the time they do speak English, they know what you're saying. And then they go outside and laugh at your ass because they're like, did you see how she was talking to me? That's hilarious. Hey, Misfit Mess.
Espérame. Esta gringa se cree que...
Hello.
My mom said give me 10 on top.
10 on 3? All right. You need the receipt? Huh?
Do you make the gas prices?
No, just working.
Because I was going to say F you, but never mind.
That's so funny. She sends the kids in to pay the gas, and she's like, do you make the gas pricing? She was like, no, I just work here. Oh, because I was going to tell you F you. So her mom was probably in the car going, look at these fucking gas prices. That's hilarious.
174.
Oh,
here's your change, 18.
Girl, let me tell you, anybody who's worked at like a gas station or anywhere like that, them people will just throw their money at you like you're a freaking dog, right? Oh, thank you, Lip Lock. Thank you. I'm glad you popped in. You have a wonderful time with your family. Thank you so much. But yeah, people will throw their money at you. And there were many times that I did exactly what she did. I threw that change. I was just like on that counter. Yeah, here's your change, buddy. Freaking crazy people. Oh, Lip Lock, I gotta show you. I have to show you. Did you see this? I did this just for you. Okay, I'm gonna show it again really quick. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I found that one just for you, Lip Lock. Oh wait, I got him muted.
Can you let go now?
You feel better?
No.
Then it hasn't kicked in.
I love that cat. I want a
Look, go
cat
now.
like
You
that.
feel better?
No.
Then it hasn't kicked in.
I love that. That was for you, Lip Lock. I just love that. So funny. But yeah, I don't know how this girl put up with half the shit she put up with at this gas station. People talking to her like a dog.
Would you like a bag? What do you think, lady? I'm gonna put it up my ass.
Oh my God, these people are
For
rude.
people trying to lose weight and get in
All
shape,
right, hold
stop
on.
scrolling for just a second.
Commercial. Lady, I'm sorry, she looks way too skinny.
Just pepperoni. Get one of these. What is that?
Ma'am, I'm giving you what you asked for. You just asked for pepperoni. What's the problem?
She gave me just pepperoni.
Well, isn't that what you asked for, pepperoni?
Hey,
Oh
how are
my
you?
gosh.
Doing good. $1.95. You can insert it there.
Excuse me, y'all. I just ran out of gas and I ain't got no money. Well, I don't give a fuck.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. A lot of people would say that. So what? Why are you coming in and telling us? Right? That's hilarious.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. You doing okay?
Doing good.
So y'all don't wear masks in here? Like, it's not a roll?
Bitch, your whole face need a mask.
Oh
Hey,
my
how are
God.
you? You like these? I really don't like them.
I really don't give a fuck what you like. How much are they?
Hey, you doing good? Getting some food for your dog?
What the hell you think I'm getting it for? My fucking zebra?
Hey.
Hey, I need to.
What's wrong with them?
It tastes really funny.
They're all
Looks like they're
gone.
pretty good to me.
They're all gone.
Just give me a damn.
Hey.
Hey, you got change for 100?
Yeah, if you buy something though. That's just
I've
35
had
cents.
that happen 1,000
Buy something
times.
down.
Hey.
Hey.
Is that it?
Ooh, I don't know. Is that for sale?
Oh, baby, I got a husband.
Hey.
Oh my God. He thought she was talking about him. Oh baby, I got a husband. Oh my God.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good.
Let me get 50 cents on pump 3.
Oh my gosh. She just had all
Hey.
that freaking money.
Do White Claws?
Yeah, we do, but you can't have animals in here.
This is my fucking child.
Bitch told your ass.
Y'all, look how this lady's pumping gas. I'm gonna go help her.
Sorry.
Ma'am, it might be easier to pump the gas if you turn your car around.
I didn't know there was a certain way to pump gas, and you need to mind your own damn business.
Hey, how are you? Huh?
Where's your restroom?
It's over there in the corner.
Ma'am, you have no paper towels in your bathroom.
You have
What?
nothing. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Hey,
Hey,
is that it?
yes, that's it.
$1.95.
For this?
Yes, ma'am.
For this?
I don't make the prices.
$1.95. Fuck you. I ain't paying that for that.
Oh girl, let me tell you what. I don't know how many times I've went to one of those corner gas stations. You can't even buy a freaking candy bar anymore for less than $3. $3 for a Hershey bar.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. Well, let's pop over to some more of these shorts I got. Oh, this one's funny here.
Getting a haircut today. Everyone, hide your girlfriends, because I'm gonna be full fire, bro. Getting a haircut today. Everyone, go hide your girlfriend.
Go
I'm gonna
hide.
be looking so fire, bro. What the fuck?
Hey, Burley. That's freaking hilarious. He was cuter without the haircut. Oh, let's see what else I got here. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna tell a little joke while you're looking.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, real quick. Who is the most popular guy at the nudist colony?
Who?
The one who can carry a cup of coffee in each hand and a dozen donuts.
Absolutely. That is freaking hilarious. Oh, this is funny here. This is pretty funny. She got all the animals looking out. Oh yeah, okay. I kind of like this one because I liked the way the guy was singing. He was pretty good.
That green thing.
Hey, oh, you scare me, Jesus. Hey, oh, you scare me, Jesus.
He sounded really good. I don't think I'd sound that good. Somebody scared me. This is something I've always wanted to do for sure. This is a good one.
Here we go.
Good day, 360 thrift shoppers. Thank you so much for shopping with us. Today is $2 Tuesday. That means all blue tags are just $2. Goody. That's right, just $2. All this talking is making me hungry. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. Well, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. I've seen people who've done that before. I mean, they haven't been as good as he was, but absolutely they've done stuff like that. So funny. Let's see what else I got. This one was kind of funny.
If you're going on a first date, I highly recommend bringing a travel blanket with you because he could be taking you to a restaurant, but he could also be taking you on a trip to rock bottom. And if it's the second, you want to be comfortable on the journey. If you're going on
He could be taking you on a trip to rock bottom, so you might want to be comfortable on the way there. Oh my gosh. Some of these were hilarious that I found. I'm definitely going to keep them on my list, though. This was pretty weird. This one was pretty weird.
Muchas gracias, afición. Este para vosotros.
Have you ever thought about doing that with your nose?
Muchas gracias, afición. Este para vosotros.
I'm telling you, some of these people who do TikTok and stuff, they come up with the weirdest shit. They really do.
Up with these.
With these what, girl? Did we lose you there for a minute?
I think my internet's going out. I'm sorry. It's going
No,
in
you're
and
fine.
out. I don't know.
No, you're fine. We know you're here. We know you're here, girl.
Hey.
What?
Hey,
What?
why does Miss Piggy douche with honey?
Why?
Because Kermit likes his pork sweet and sour.
That is freaking hilarious. That is funny. I was trying to see if I had
I'm
anything
not
in
much
my.
fun today. I swear I should have got me some vodka today.
You're fine, AC.
Oh,
You've told
Lord.
some pretty. I don't know why you think that that's not funny because you're hilarious. You know some good ones.
God, I feel. I swear.
You definitely know
Oh,
some
Lord,
good
Lord.
ones. Oh, I thought this was funny. Tell me who this reminds you guys of. Hang on. Hang on. I want to kind of get it right where it needs to be. And then I'll share it over. This is Kids Say the Darndest Things. It's by a creator named Kyoot, Kyoot. But when I heard this, it was like blew my freaking mind. So let me bring it up. Okay, not this little girl, but the very next one. Listen to what this little boy says. It reminds me of somebody.
There's no brains in my head. There's only brains in my neck. There's a straight line that goes up in my neck. and it goes down.
Are you talking about your spinal column?
No, it's a brain.
Why do you have to swallow toothpaste?
It's because it helps my brain.
Now, what did you tell me a while ago about you're not going to date because what?
Because disgusting today.
It's disgusting today.
Why is it disgusting?
Because you have to kiss boys.
And how old are you going to be when you start dating?
35.
35.
Sure? Okay.
How did you know, Pearly? Pearly guessed it.
So enough for me.
I couldn't help it. He was talking about the brain stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, who is that? I'll play it again. I have to. Oh, freaking hilarious. Hang on. Let me get it right up. Let me find it right where we need for it to be. Okay. I couldn't help it. The minute he started talking about his brains.
There's only brains in my neck. There's a straight brain that goes up in my neck.
Oh, I'm a bitch, ain't I?
Are you talking about your spinal column?
No, it's a brain.
Why do you have to swallow toothpaste?
It's because it helps my brain.
Oh my God, I'm such a bitch, ain't I? All right, I wanted to go over, my goodness, we've been on here an hour and a half. Boy, this hour and a half has went really quickly, hasn't it? Very quickly. I do want to go over and play Damaris's new song that he has out. I was going to play that. Play Damaris's song for my birthday. It's from 23 hours ago, and it's called Summer Moon. Where Are You? I love Damaris's music, so this is Damaris, everybody. And this is a new song that he has out. Let me give him a thumbs up there. Called Summer Moon, Where Are You? He is so talented. What do you call a cheap circumcision? A ripoff. That's funny. Okay, here we go. Emerson's music is always so soothing, very soothing. Curly said, "Ouch." Yeah, I love Emerson's music. Yeah, Damas is very good at his music. Thank you, Eve. Look at the little for her age, I don't think she should have had those. It looks like she hadn't slept for a while, honestly. Very beautiful, Damaris. Yeah, her little just don't look real good underneath them. One thing I've always said about hang on, I want to let his song finish first. That's beautiful, Damaris. Very beautiful. One thing I've always said about Lil Summer is, sometimes when you look at a young child and you look into their eyes, it's like, when I would look at pictures of Summer and, her eyes and stuff, it 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 always reminded me of, you know, like, to me, it just felt like she maybe was an older soul. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kim. Hey, Cat's Eye.
Just look.
Um,
Look right through you.
yeah, it was like, some of those pictures and stuff, her eyes, it was like, I think I've even got that in a writing somewhere where I mentioned that, you know, that it was like she could look into your soul.
Yeah.
And I've got it in my writing somewhere. I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but I also said, could she have seen something? Could she have seen something that, didn't end up being having a good ending, on her part. So, but now, that Ryan guy is going around and he's searching and places where Reverend Donna has mentioned and stuff. And, I don't know how that's coming out. They say it's coming out pretty good. I don't know if they found some, points of things that she mentioned in her reading or not. Um, but this is what I'm gonna say, and if I upset anybody, I'm not gonna apologize for it. Why weren't you guys doing this a long time ago? Why weren't you doing this a long time ago? why after all this time, um, the only and I don't want to get graphic here, but I'm just going to say it. Unless she has been put somewhere where she has been protected from the elements, what do they think they're going to find? So, let's give everybody a lot of hope again, to maybe have it just crash down upon us again. And for people who have been there for summer, and really cared about what's happened and things like that. Um, it I don't know. I just feel some type of way about it. But I hope that it comes out the way they want it to. Is all I can say about that. But I've seen some crazy stuff going on. I mean, um, oh my gosh, the way that some of these people are talking about each other and to each other is just really crazy that that knowledge is power is going after Lisa Ritz for something. And
I
oh
just
my
feel
gosh.
people are using, and everybody's entitled to their opinions, to their thoughts, what they think. But it bothers me when people are using their differences of opinion and having these little squabbles and fights, and in the meantime, nobody's doing anything for summer. None of that does anything for summer. Who's right?
It
Your opinion,
doesn't, not at all.
your opinion's wrong. Well, it's not doing anything for that little girl. It's not a.
Well, the thing about it is, how can anybody's opinions and theories be wrong when we don't know what happened?
No, so they're arguing over their differences of opinions, but in the meantime, nothing's helping summer.
Well, I mean, I can see people going on the defensive if their families are being attacked or their
Yeah,
whatever, their character or whatever. I can see going on the defensive about that. I really don't fight with people, when they say shit about me, I'd be fighting 24/7, but I can see where people want to, defend themselves and their characters and stuff like that going on. But that has nothing to do with summer. That doesn't have anything to do with summer.
and and this is again just my opinion. I just, I really, unless somebody talks, I just don't think they're gonna find her.
Hey, Grace, I got the ruler, darling, right here.
Oh yeah, shake
Whoop,
that.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Right there's the ruler.
I have I
But
stayed up here and got in trouble.
Grace always wants me to get the ruler out for her. But yeah, that's the whole thing about it. None of and honestly, I think about it sometimes and I'm like, I could probably have a lot more subs and people watching me more and stuff like that, if I wanted to, get into the name calling and the drama and the fighting and the bickering. But I don't want to do that. I would rather people come over and have a conversation with me about what they're feeling or even have a conversation, about Summer's case and stuff like that. But the bad thing about it is, and maybe I'm a little different because I've watched a lot of these YouTubers who have covered Summer's case, and I'm just more on the I don't know. I can't with some of them. I can't think that them wanting to, even get with me about anything is for a good reason. Um, and I do get crappy when people will come into my chat and they've never been here before. They have a channel, you know. Um, we always try to drop channels and stuff like that. and then they disappear and they never come back again. That happens more times than any. So it's not that I'm trying to be disrespectful to creators or anything like that, but I find it it's very uncouth for someone to go into someone else's chat just to get the recognition and get their channel dropped, and then they to me it's disrespectful. But that's
Well,
just the way I feel. I think it's disrespectful to do that.
you never know what people's true intentions are.
Yeah. And I don't know. Sometimes I think, okay, well, maybe I'm just, you know, thinking of more so the negative aspect of something than more so the positive. But the thing about it is, it's just, um, I don't know what you're talking about, Grace. But yeah. Oh, stuck with you. Well, I'm fine with you, Grace. You're fine here.
I thought you said something to offend somebody.
Well, I don't know. When I feel, I don't know, when I feel disrespected, I just when I'm done with somebody, I'm done with them. I really don't even like to talk about them again or give them the recognition
I
and
try to be respectful to everybody. I try to be respectful to everybody, but I still have the right to my opinion, just like you do and the next person. But I still try to be as respectful as I possibly can. I try to be.
well, of course people who are gonna attack your character and shit, you're gonna say something, but
Yeah.
you know, I just, when I'm done with the bullshit, I'm done with the bullshit. I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. And why, the thing about it is when people want to come at you and freaking demean you and like they're on this power trip that, I'm going to say what I want to you and you're going to be all right with it. And I'm like, no, I fucking ain't. But that doesn't mean I'm going to sit and play this petty argument bullshit, right?
Right. Yeah.
I love Justin Brandy. I really do. Justin is such he's just such a nice person. I
Just
think he is anyway.
I think he's gorgeous, and I don't know what kind of skincare stuff he is. His skin is just flawless. He is
He
absolutely
talks
adorable.
about that. I think he's got a couple, I don't know if they're lives or videos or what, but he talks about different things for skincare and stuff like that. But I mean, we're talking about a guy. I think he goes in and puts makeup on, people at the mortuary. So I think he's probably got it down packed. But I've always said that about Justin. I'm like, he's the best looking guy I've seen, you know.
I think he's adorable. I just love him.
Yeah, Gina, I agree. I think it's disgusting when someone's talking about someone else's children, period, deceased or not. Nobody needs to be um that's that's in bad taste to me. I don't agree with talking about anybody's children under any circumstances. Um, and that's the bad thing about social media because some people, feel that they can come out on social media and show the imperfections of their family. And unfortunately, you cannot do that because they will attack you for it somewhere down the line, whether it be a month, 2 months, a year, or even more. People will go back and find that and they will use that against you.
Um,
Absolutely.
I don't I don't know Miss Brandy Neal personally, but I do want to say this. I don't know how that lady has kept her grace with the situation she has been put in, but my heart goes out to her, and she is one brave, strong lady, and she has showed how a true lady should behave, a true mother. And I just don't know how she has kept her grace, but she has, and her dignity. And my heart just goes out to her.
I've watched Brandy, when she first started coming out on social media, and you know, she's always carried herself very well. And let me tell you what really disgusted me about some of these people is they took a mother's um, at a time when there should have been nothing but support for that family and Brandy. They took her probably some of her worst moments and tried to uh, use that against her, and it disgusted me. It totally disgusted me, and I don't know how anyone could watch those creators who tried to take a family and a mother's worst times in their life, I would say, and make it into something like they were trying to make it into. And I will say this: um, Dawn and Candace Wells should not even think that it's okay to even have Brandy, her family, or Michael come out of their mouths, in my opinion. Um, no, they're disgusting. They're freaking disgusting. And I'm telling you, everything that they've done has completely disturbed me. But when I watched the lab and them laughing about a situation, if it was true, that could ruin a whole life for a man and his family, to find that that was funny, to find that that uh, a tape that allegedly showed grown men having XEX with their daughter, to find that funny is totally disgusting, and they need to not necessarily tell us or social media, but they need to go to law enforcement and tell what happened to Summer. Bottom line. Bottom line.
I'm going to try not to get upset, but oh Lord, these things at home.
Well, if you need to get upset, girl, you go ahead and get upset, because I was the type of person, and oh, I know Daisy attacked her. I know Daisy did. Um that shows that person's character right there, you know. Shows their character. I think a lot of
And
times.
I can't imagine how or how I would behave, or how if something happened to one of my kids and I didn't know where they were. What? No, I can't say how I would act, and you can't ever say how a person should act.
Yeah, you can. Or
You should act like grieving parents who have lost a child.
Well, this is the thing.
I've seen that. I mean, wasn't
And
it not
and
quick
I
after Summer went missing? Candace and her mother were at a fairground with big smiles on their faces.
mhm.
I would be in a straitjacket. I mean, I just don't.
Hey, little Deb, and this is the thing too. What I know, when people say, they don't really, when people say that Candace did not speak publicly to anyone about Summer's disappearance for 13 days. 13 days.
It's just
Now, I know some people hear that and they're like, they don't pay any attention to that. 13 days.
that FBI lady said, this is beyond the norm. This case is beyond the norm. Well, I tend to agree with her because nothing that either one of the two of those parents have done has been anywhere near any type of normal for any parent. It doesn't. None of it makes sense. And if most people, of course, now I grew up just right down the road for summer. If people only knew the half of the shit that went on down there, it would blow your minds. It would just you all have no idea what that little girl was growing up around.
Well,
No
that's what gets me because, you know, and believe me, AC knows she grew up in that area. But what they have shown us publicly is many, many, many times worse than what they're not showing us, you
Well,
know?
everybody and they're sick and disgusted about what they do know about that area. Well, they need to start and think about the things that they don't know, and then just imagine how disgusted they would be.
Well,
Don't
see, and that's what I tell people, and sometimes they don't understand what I'm saying when I'm like, you know what? Okay, listen to what this person's saying and then use a little bit of common sense with that. If you use a little bit of common sense when somebody's describing something, I mean, think about it. And I believe, I don't care if psychics say it, I don't care who says it, that the minute that that area knew police were coming, they went into, they went into we need to hide whatever we have on our property mode.
those people down there didn't give a shit that that little girl was missing. Trust the, they may have been a handful, but most of them down there probably didn't give a shit less because it wasn't theirs. And I'll just say it
Right.
like I'm sure there's a few. There's probably I'm not saying everybody, but the big majority probably just didn't want nothing to do with it. Not really that they didn't care, probably not that they don't really care, but they just don't want nothing to do with it. And Grace Parish, yes, I grew up within walking distance of Summer's house, right across the hill.
Well, Chloe, let me put it like this, and I'll have to find it. But I believe there was a conversation that was said that I don't know if it was when Grandis decided to do the interview with WJHL. I'm not sure which interview it was, and I have to say allegedly because I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but Jody Sue supposedly was up on the hill and grandma refused to have any sort of conversation when she was around. I'll have to go back in my notes and find it, but I somewhere along the line something like that was said. So I have to say right now, don't put it out there as fact. I'm going to put it out there as hearsay, but it's something that I heard myself. So I just have to find out exactly where it was,
You
where
know,
it was said.
there are a lot of good people in Beach Creek, but when something like this happens, a lot of people, most people do try to help, but with the circumstances around it and people involved in most of it, you just don't want to get involved.
Yeah, you
A
don't
lot
because
of people don't want
it's
to get
not
involved.
like you're living in the city and somebody from, a block down you're having trouble with and the police can be right there to handle whatever situation. You're talking about an area that it takes law enforcement a little while to get there if something's going on. And most of them people take the law into their own hands.
Listen,
Mountain justice.
as far back in there as you are, if somebody was to get mad at you, allegedly and set your house on fire, your house is gone.
Your house is on fire. It's going to burn. Yeah.
It's gone because it would take the closest fire department over half an hour to get there. So if
Exactly.
mad at you and it'll, set your house or your barn, it's gone, honey. Kiss it goodbye. It's just gone. It don't work like that. And and if you
Right.
got an emergency, you know, your best deal is to put somebody in the back of your car and drive because time you get an ambulance, and by the time the ambulance gets there, and then the ambulance has got to turn around and take you back to the hospital, you're dead. So the best thing is
Right.
just throw them in the back of the car and go straight to the hospital because then you got to wait, for the ambulance to get there, and then the ambulance has got to turn around and take you back. You're
Yeah.
dead. You done bled to death or had your heart, you're you're oh you're just fucked. I got to say your word today. You're just fucked.
You're just fucked, people.
You're just out of luck.
Well, and I've talked about too people dogging on law enforcement so much, and I'm like, would you want to be a policeman who had to go up in a holler in an area to try to arrest somebody who knows that you're in the area long, probably 15 minutes before you even get to the holler? They know you're coming.
Yeah.
They know when law enforcement is coming.
And I do want to say now I'm not bashing that. I grew up there. No, I didn't have a good childhood, but there are a lot of really nice people there. But like I'm saying, a lot of the nice people that do want to help or try to help, really can't do a whole lot. They really can't. No matter how big their heart is, how much some of them do want to help, they are good people there. But the other half of it makes it difficult for them to help.
Right.
It does. Back when you were talking the other day about the telephones with the big long cords where you could walk through half the house on them.
Right.
I don't know if anybody else had this, but back years ago, I think I was just a little girl. Sometimes you could hear like other people's phone conversations on those phones. I forgot what they called it, but
Yes, I
you might
remember that.
you could you'd have to wait and they get off the line. So back even then in those days, people knew your business because they wouldn't. They was some people you'd get them little old women that would sit and listen on the other end of the phone lines.
Yes.
Need to get off the line. This is a private call, but they would sit in the party line. Yeah, and they would.
Yeah,
So
party line.
you couldn't even talk on the phone in private because the little party, they would sit and them little old women would sit with their hands over the phone.
And listen, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
My mama got into it with some lady because she was eavesdropping on my mama's phone calls, and I remember when I was just little, but boy, my mama, I thought she was gonna peel her head.
Wow. I haven't thought about that in years, I see. Hey,
Even then,
Colin.
and you couldn't get on the phone and make your phone call until the other person would, I think, party line or whatever. But yeah, people
Yeah.
knew, and that's true. And all these YouTubers that thought they were going down to Beach Creek and nobody knew they was there. Oh, trust
Oh,
me,
yeah.
they knew they were there.
Mm-hmm.
They knew they were there.
I was just surprised that Sherpy Sr. met the protesters at the bottom of the hill. Thank you, Colin. I appreciate you, Colin. And had the nerve to, talk about his son. And it was like now, and the minute he did that, everybody looked into his son. I mean, it was like they were saying stuff to each other. Really weird.
And be careful how I say this. My brother, the one that's that registered RSO, was best friends with Sherpy Senior's little brother.
Now say that one more time.
Okay, my brother Frank. Everybody, Frank White, the RSO.
Right.
There are people in there. I don't care to say it. That's who he is. Sherfy Senior. Frank, my brother, was friends with his little brother, his younger brother. We grew up with them.
Right.
Went to school with them. Yeah. That's a discussion me and you can have.
Yeah, we can talk about anything. I just won't put anything that you say out on YouTube. I mean,
No, I don't. I could give a shit less. I just tell it like it is. I think they're all fucking sickos. They can all kiss my rear end where it don't. The sun don't
and
shine.
that's the thing. I've had people. I honestly, I've had people, inquire about um, Frank and why he's not been a big topic of conversation for a lot of people.
Anybody that just okay, stop and think about how you felt, how people's opinion was of that man, the way he talked about his son after what his son did.
Exactly.
Now,
Yep.
I don't care who knows it. Everybody knows it. I turned my brother in when I found that shit. Do you think I was worried he was going to jail? Hell no. I turned him in. It was wrong, and I would do it again. I don't care what people call me. They can call me a rat. They can say whatever or whatever they want to call me. Go for it. But I can lay my head down at night and sleep.
That's what I was going to say. I do not consider that a rat, a snitch. I don't consider that anything but someone who has morals and, uh, you know,
That's
gave a
what's
shit
wrong.
about what was going on.
That's what's wrong with half of those people down there. They support it, they hide it, they cover it up, especially if it's their own family members. But I'm here to tell you, if I was to catch my husband or my son or anybody, hell to the effing no. I don't put up with that kind of shit. Yeah, I turned my own brother in. Sure did. Do it again.
Yep.
Because of the way I grew up and the way I was treated and the way I was done, I wasn't about to cover it up no more. Because if somebody had spoke out when I was a little girl, that wouldn't have happened to me.
Yep, exactly. Colin is kind of giving you a reading there, AC.
Can you take the mail? Pass over 7. Nope. Nope. Not a. No,
Nope.
Colin.
AC said no comment today, Colin.
No,
But
Colin.
thank you for offering.
But yeah, thank you, but no, honey, no mail. Unless somebody's died and I don't know about it yet, so I don't know.
Right.
That's the brain. I get so. I guess you can tell I'm getting hot, but that's what's wrong with that down there. Just look at Summer. Look how many freaking people come out and said, I seen this and I seen that and I seen this, but not a fucking damn one of them did a damn thing because she was gone. And that's what I'm going to, oh, Lordy, I don't usually, but that's what gets me.
Yep.
Everybody wants to come out and talk about every damn thing they seen and what they know and this. Well, why the fuck didn't they do something about it?
Yeah, I mean, and the thing about it is they're like, well, then all of them when people really start dogging on them for it, well, yeah, I called CPS. Yeah, I called. They never did nothing. They never did nothing. Candace wouldn't answer the door. I mean, it doesn't matter what them fucking people said. There was always an excuse for why they didn't do anything. And this is the thing, like I said,
And they
if
get up there
these
and talk big talk. But if I'm standing somewhere, and I'm sorry, this is just me, and people can call me a blowhard or whatever. But if I'm standing somewhere like that Jose guy, whoever the hell he was, and I see a grown man in a shower with his daughter, I'm going to do more than just wrap a towel around her. They going to be some wet.
that's what got me.
let motherfucker get his ass dragged out in the damn yard, and I'm gonna beat the hell out of him. I'm sorry.
They're allegedly gonna fight over Jose and Candace poking each other, but yet that would have been something that I could have seen a fight over, is
Yeah.
Dawn having her in the shower.
Throwing beer bottles, but when somebody really needed to put hands on somebody, nobody did nothing.
And this is the thing too, okay?
Them ankles and beat the snot out of him.
You go back and you listen to the 911 call the night that Candace had to call him because of the Jose and Dawn shit. Candace will sit there and say, he's out there fighting my best friend. He's out there fighting my friend. But yet when she's interviewed by Chris McDonough, it's like she acts like she didn't know Jose. Why is that?
No.
She acted like she didn't even, oh, you talking about the Mexican guy? Like she didn't know who Jose was.
And I was taught not to speak ill of the dead, and I know that man is passed. But you know what? He didn't do what he should have either. None of them did.
None of them did.
And it angers me, and I can't.
Yeah, it's freaking sad. It's really sad.
That's what's wrong with that area down there. And if people only knew the half of it.
I'm gonna show some. I'm gonna show you guys an email I got that was so beautiful, and I'm not gonna say who sent it to me just because I know that we talked about her sending me this, but this is some really beautiful. I'm just gonna kind of show it to you guys while we're talking. So there's no sound to it, but I thought this was actually, I think this is over on her channel, but I don't know what the name of her channel is. This is somewhere where she went and visited. Oh, hey, Vic. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vic. I'm sure enough went on. It should have been way before the boys were taken. It's all very sad, you guys, because these adults are lying to cover up their own nefarious shit. I've said it 1,000 times, and I mean what I say. If they're covering up, if they won't say what they know about a little girl missing to cover up shit that they've done, that they don't want police or whatever, whoever, to know that they were doing the stuff. Just think of the stuff they had to be doing. Think of the shit that they had to be doing that they don't want to say what they know about a little missing girl. Right?
I guarantee you.
It's sad. It's very sad.
Like you were saying, everybody's scattered. I guarantee you, if you could have been a bird in the sky that day, sit and watched, it would have.
You would have thought, this is the thing. Okay, so you think about everybody scattering to hide their shit or whatever, right? You would have thought if Summer had wandered away from home, that somebody would have actually have seen her when they're running around to hide all this stuff. Because you know that they went out in the woods, they went wherever they had to go to hide whatever they needed to hide. And if Summer would have been out there, you would have thought that somebody would have seen her.
Well,
I mean,
the thing about it is, the ones running through the woods or scaring or doing this or that to hide their shit, they ain't gonna be worried about her. They weren't worried
obviously
about her.
not. Obviously, they are not at all.
It breaks my heart.
It is heartbreaking. It really is. Just a
I grew
sad
up.
thing. I mean,
I grew up a
you know,
lot
look
like
how
back
well
when we were
the sad
small.
thing about it is, I mean, you know, what do Don and Candace want? Do they, you know, people have begged, people's cried, pleaded with them. Um, you know, people has offered them money, so much stuff just to tell the truth. They're never gonna tell the truth. They never are.
It's not in them. It's just not in them.
Mm-mm. No. I think they're just some shady people.
No matter what it is, some people just don't have it in them to do the right thing.
No. No, and I mean, they basically told us from the get go. Don's the father of my kids. I would never, you know, she ain't gonna say nothing, you know. It's freaking both of them. It's
I
not
can
just one of them.
and remain calm. You've talked to my husband just a little bit here and there, but I can guarantee you, if that had been my husband at work, and he had come home and our daughter was gone, I wouldn't have had no skin left on me until I told him where his baby was.
Well, and that's it. That's the thing too. It's, you know, Don automatically, well, I believe my wife. I believe my wife, and I'm like, really? I don't think either one of them believe each other.
They
I
don't.
honestly think that they both sit around, but see, I think this is my opinion. That's their game. That's the way they've always played with each other. They don't care what's happened to their family. They really don't care what's happened to their kids. What they care about is the domestic bullshit that they've always played with each other. And you know what? Now they're happy, they're together, they can do their drugs, they can drink their booze, and they can sit around and they can accuse each other all fucking night long. And you know, but it ain't gonna change anything.
It kind of reminds me of that old. I used to hear people say it. This is, you know, I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Crafting. Exactly.
I kind of went off the
I
deep
get
end.
it.
I lose my shit when I get to talking about this. It makes me so
I
mad.
know. Me too.
You know, because I grew
Me
up.
too.
I grew up kind of like Summer D. You know, when you're back, people don't realize when you're back up in that holler and the sun goes down. There's no street lights. There's no noise. Day in and day out. And when you're a little kid and you don't have friends and you're growing up in that kind of atmosphere, your freaking life is fucking miserable. I don't care how many
Yeah,
pictures.
I mean, where do they think that it's
Oh,
not like when you live in a town and they tell you to, you know, put out different color lights on your porches. So, you know, if somebody needs help that they know that your home is a safe place to go, it doesn't work like that out in the country
because
at
I've
all.
got, I've got pictures of me when I was little I was smiling, but that was an instant. That was an instant that photo was taken. If
Right,
those instances in those photos, my fucking life was hell. So how many instances in Summer's life were smiles, and how much of it was hell?
right, exactly. Yeah, it's all very sad. It's
Because
very sad.
you don't have friends, you don't have people to talk to. There's nothing.
I've got a game. Next time I come live, I got a game for us to play. It should be fun. It's called Guess the Movie. And they show these emojis, and you got to guess what the movie is.
I'm
I thought
sorry if
I.
you had a day on your birthday party.
Oh no, honey, you're fine. No, you're absolutely fine.
I get to thinking about
You
this.
are fine.
It makes me sick.
Believe me, it was, I think we had a good time telling jokes and stuff.
Oh, my
Vic,
hubby had a
Vic
good
says,
birthday.
happy birthday. Let me see if I can sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. AC's husband, AC, remain calm. Jams 420. Who else did we have?
Vic,
Vic,
Vicky.
and AC's daughter, and who else? Anybody else? Happy birthday, all Sagittarians. Happy birthday to us. Whoop whoop.
Yay. That
That's
was
that.
good.
That's the best I could do. Yeah, it was kind of fun going through. Today's my birthday, tracking, and we got a lot of birthdays for December. Sierra. Hello, Sierra.
Thanks everyone for the birthday wishes.
Absolutely. We are, oh my gosh. Thank you, Vic. AC's husband did a great job singing happy birthday last night. He did really good.
Oh, that little growl he does, he did that the first night we met, remain calm.
Did he really? That was good. That was really good. That was really good.
I was sitting at a table having me a drink, and he kept walking by my table, and he kept coming past my table, and he would look at me and kept coming past my table. And I finally looked at him. I said, "Are you going to sit down or what?" I said, "You're wearing a hole in the floor. Will he sit down there?" And he did that little growl. He said, "You might hit me, but I just got to do this." And he did that little growl and just laid one on me, and that was all she did.
Oh, Brandy said she took the thermometer into Tyler. He did not find me funny, she said. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is hilarious, Brandy. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, we've got some pretty funny people over here on my channel. We can all be very amusing sometimes. So,
Oh, how funny.
where did Miss Eve go? Did she kind of disappear? I hadn't seen her in chat for a while.
I hope I didn't offend anybody, but oh, it just.
Girl, you ain't offended nobody.
Lord,
Don't you worry about it.
We need to have one where people can just get up there and just cuss. Cuss, cuss, cuss.
Oh, well, that's my channel for sure, because, I do some cussing over here.
I try
For
not
sure.
to. Sometimes I just get.
The only thing, one thing that I do not say, and I have only because I've just gotten so mad that it's just came out, and that's the GD word.
Yeah,
I don't like saying that, but I've gotten mad a couple times where, I was pissed off and I was just on a freaking roll, and I ain't gonna say I ain't never said it before, but I can't. When it does happen, I do catch myself and I go back and you know acknowledge to myself that, okay, well, you're at a point where you're so mad that you're saying something that you don't like to say. So, well, thank you, Juno. I hope it was pretty relaxing. We do get I think even when we're talking about summer and stuff, even though we get really passionate about it, I still think over here we're still, um, you know, we're still pretty level headed, I think, on what we talk about and Of course we're going to get feisty sometimes, but anybody who's covering Summer's case, there's a certain sort of passion, that a lot of us have. And with AC, it's because she was from around that area. She knows, you know, how things truly are and can be in an area like that. And for me, it's because of what happened to me when I was Summer's age, and my mother being an alcoholic, and so you kind of that becomes just a passion that you're going to be passionate about it. I think a lot of people, uh some people need to be more passionate about it, and quit playing bullshit games and start doing something that's going to make a difference. Hey,
It
Michelle.
one thing that bothers me, just from growing up there, is when a lot of the YouTubers that come down here just for a day or two, and then they go up on their panels and they're telling all this stuff that is freaking bullshit.
Yeah.
But then what makes me even madder than that is some of the people that are from here, that are local, and some of the shit coming out of their pie holes is even worse than what the YouTubers are, and half of what they say ain't even true. That makes me even more upset when you get locals that make it even worse, that spew shit, and it's infuriating. It's just
Well, and absolutely,
oh.
I see exactly what you're saying, because how do you know, that's like, I know that I show Benny Keys running down the driveway and reacting the way he did to, Molly in a threatening way and stuff like that. But when I looked at that, I seen him threatening, get the bear spray and all this other stuff. But what I seen, just because I'm weird, I see things differently, was something that was maybe set up prior to it even happening, um, for clicks and views. I could be
Well,
wrong, but that's just the way I felt about it.
he, he was coming down the hill with a stick in his hand, shaking it at a person that wasn't from there. Now,
Well,
if
he
he would
wasn't from there either.
right, if he would have come down there and shuck that stick at somebody that was from around there, like if he'd have shucked that stick at my dad or one of my brothers or my husband or somebody like that, someone that, it would not have ended very well for him,
Right.
whether he was on private property or not. So he looked ridiculous. And I don't say a lot about YouTube people. I don't give a shit what they do, but it was just good Lord. It looked like an episode of damn Sesame Street.
Right. I'm gonna write that. I gotta write this word down before I forget it so I can put it on my list. I don't know. I've got a list that I had to go through and put in, you know, so that way if it shows up in your chat, YouTube automatically flags it, and you don't have to keep going in and removing comments and stuff. But I tell people all the time, if you see a comment that you've made not show up in chat, it may be how you worded something, and YouTube's kind of caught that word in chat for me, so that way I don't have to keep saying, please don't put that word in chat or something like that. So it's not that anybody's being disrespectful and removing your comments or anything like that. I've got a whole list of words that, you know, it just sometimes don't fly in my chat with the way that they're worded. So yeah, holding these pants up for sure. I mean, it was ridiculous. It really was. I mean, I'll show it just so I can explain to you guys exactly what I'm talking about and exactly what I see in the situation. Not that I even. Go ahead, AC.
Sorry, I can't hear what. Did Be the Bean say they grew up near there? Did I miss that? Did I miss something?
I don't know. The
I
whole
didn't have
trip on all ends
me.
was planned. Be the bean. The whole trip on the whole trip, they had all pretty much got together, and I mean they made, let me tell you, there was people giving them money hand over fist to make that trip. You better believe
Well, I
it.
told you. I'm not going to
Okay,
go
let
into
me find
detail,
it.
but I told you that little story about the gift cards when me and you talked.
You know what though, AC? I've had other people tell me the exact same thing. So you're not the only one who talked about that. I mean, I don't know if anybody's actually said it publicly, but no, there's been other people that's mentioned that to me also. Okay, here it is. This is Benny running down the hill at 110 Ben Hill Road, confronting Molly Golightly. So here we go. Hold on to your britches. Or I should say he needs to hold on to his britches. Okay, wait, I've got it muted.
One toe on the property, bro. Let me break your fucking face.
Now, this is the guy who's supposed to be up there on the hill helping find Summer. Right?
I'm sorry.
So, I wonder if Dawn was gone at this time. I wonder if that's when he was there and Dawn was gone. Because you guys remember, thank you, H. Thank you for coming in. If you guys remember, he said that after he got there, Dawn took off, right? So I don't think Dawn was there when this happened. Because the pictures that you see are Cam and Allie, him, Benny, and Grandma and Candace, and a couple other people. But Kim said he was gone. He was gone at that time. Oh no, they're freaking all crazy. If
God
you
damn, you're
ask me.
fatter in real life than I thought. Holy shit. You look like a spark. Why your hands shaking, bro? You scared? You look scared. You look shook. Hey, bro, you're obstructing the road, man. This is against the law.
Like he knows the laws in Tennessee, right? Be the Bean said she grew up on Lone Star. That she guarantee you guys would know each other's families.
Depending on whether Be the Bean is male or female or how old they are, we may have rode the school bus together.
Good possibility.
Good possibility.
That's when he left for a few days and they didn't know where he was.
That Grady Light is my dad and Frank Light is my brother. So that tells you who I am.
Do I have the one? Oh, the one with the music of Benny. I got it somewhere on here, but because of some of the at first I was playing it and then I played it one time and because of some of the music in it, even though it only played for a couple seconds, you know, not that I got the copyright strike, but I just got to the point where I was tired of people trying to copyright strike me for stupid shit. Not that I ever got one, but it was just the fact that, so gross to wear random jeans from that house. I know they said that they were Candace's or grandma's, so I don't know exactly whose pants they are, but yeah, Grace, I agree. He looked like an idiot. And this was the guy who was uh, a spokesperson for a lot of his subs and different people like that that was supposed to be in the area to help find Summer. I don't know.
You got to move the fuck around. Get that bear spray in that paper. Bring your fat ass on here, bitch. I wish you would.
You sure about that?
Bring your motherfucking ass on here too. One toe. One toe. Why your hand shaking like that, bro?
Now this is what gets me because they ended up calling law enforcement on Betty and them, right? They ended up calling law enforcement on them. Now, from what Benny said, when they got there, they were very rude to Candace and Grandma, if I remember him saying correctly, right? So, yeah, Benny talked about that law enforcement was not very nice to Candace and Grandma at all. And but the thing about it was it would, well, I guess if he's on the Wells property and he's a guest, that you can be on your own property and say whatever you want to somebody, right? I mean, because you really couldn't, only doing it the one time, you really, you know, law enforcement isn't going to, I guess, consider that like harassment or a stalking type of situation.
No,
It would have had to happen more than once.
well, and Betty and them weren't on their property. They were on the public part, so there was really nothing they could do about it.
No, not at all. That's what surprised me, that they even called law enforcement.
There was nothing
It
they
was
could
like,
really.
why?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if Molly would have wanted to go up there on that property, Don tried to get her to come up there on that property to meet him and Candace, but he told her, if I can remember right, he told her that she had to come by herself. And I don't blame her for not going.
Hey, absolutely.
Hey,
not.
Carla.
There's no way anybody should go there by themselves.
Yeah, Molly kind of looked around. Molly tried to take her ass up the hill and she couldn't make it very far. It's not easy to trek up a freaking hill like that. That's why I just don't think that somebody came up that property the way that they are trying to say, and got Summer and carried her back down, and crossed back over that creek and I don't know. Be the Bean said we didn't ride the bus together, but did go to the same school, different years. I would love to have a cup of coffee with you one day when I come to town.
Well, if we did that, I would have to know who you are, because I'm just not going to meet you for a cup of coffee unless I know who you are. You
Yes,
could be a
ma'am.
pervert.
That's the truth.
You could be a pervert, and I definitely got.
Well, I don't think he's they're a pervert, but
you know.
But I mean, I get you. It's it's you guys would definitely have to email each other or something, and you guys let each other know who you really are.
I don't care. My name is Annie, and yeah, I guess but I don't know who you are. I'd have to know who you are, and I would definitely have to see what you look like. Not that I care what you look like, but I want to know who I'm meeting.
Oh, exactly. And look, Be the Bean, you guys can do that,
Yeah, we'll do that.
behind the scenes. I don't need to know. I'm not I'm not the type of person that thinks that I'm on a need to know basis if anybody on my channel if anybody on my channel begins talking with another sub, you know,
I'm not
uh,
free.
it's
Okay.
I don't need to know what y'all talk about. It's none of my business.
You can send me a friend's request. Just be sure you send it to the right one.
So that's just the way I am. I'm just not. I'm just because it's my channel and y'all start talking. I don't need to know. I don't need
No,
to
that's
know what
fine.
y'all are talking about.
That's fine.
Kit Benny having Candace's britches on took home all kinds of creatures. Yeah, that's weird. I'll tell you what I thought was weird. Was Andrew Hilt shaving his head. That was weird to me. Was that weird to anybody else? That was weird to me.
That was
I
fine.
don't know. Maybe I'm just weird by thinking it was weird, but I thought it was freaking weird. Absolutely.
And
Some things are just flipping weird.
when they talk about the phone calls and all these signals, nothing nothing they said made sense because I know exactly you can get to Ben Hill Road several ways, and I know exactly where whether you're coming from Jonesboro and you come out Gun Springs Road, or if you're coming down Lone Star and you're turning down Beach Creek, I know exactly where them signals go out, and nothing they said made any sense to me. Nothing. Now everybody that went down there after Summer went missing, they had a better signal because they put all those towers in after Summer went missing.
Right. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I was saying too. I was like, of course you guys are getting signal and stuff because I mean they just put those boosters in there and I don't know.
When you turn
I
off of
don't know.
93 up that Gun Springs Road, and then that Gun Springs Road brings you out to Lone Star, there's a good ways on that Gun Springs Road where there's absolutely nothing.
Well, see, that's what I couldn't understand. Don, this is what got me. I don't even know why they felt the need to even lie about these phone calls and stuff because Dawn made the comment, oh, yeah, I talked to Candace all the way home. I was really surprised. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I was really surprised. But then he makes the comment that the reason that he didn't go up on the hill when he got home and he went down by the shed was because he knew that Candace still hadn't found her because Candace never called him back, right? But yet they were supposed to have talked at the end of the driveway at 110 because that's where Jody said she heard Dawn on the phone.
Well,
So
I kind of had a feeling there might have been something in that shed he was afraid somebody was going to find.
that's what I figured too, because you know, what set off a big red flag for me, especially, was if your daughter is gone and you think that she has been taken by a stranger or taken by anyone, and you're going to go right past your boys, you're not going to stop and have any type of conversation with your boys. That's why, you know, that's why even different theories going around is, was Don already at the top of the hill and he already knew that the boys were down there?
What?
Because if he didn't, if Candace had not called him back to say, I found Summer, then you would think that he wouldn't have known that the boys were down there looking, right?
Right.
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. It
I'm
just
I'm
doesn't
going
make any
to
sense.
say this where it'll make sense. It makes sense in my head, but when it comes out of my mouth, I don't know what it's going to sound like. But this stranger thing, if people knew what that area was like, and you lived there day in and day out, a stranger, someone that has never been there, a stranger that someone that doesn't know anybody there, isn't just going to show up on 110 and take a little girl because a stranger isn't even going to know the house exists at 110, much less a little girl in the house.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? If they're a
That's
stranger,
why.
they're not
Well,
going to.
that's why a lot of people didn't pay any attention when Lawson was saying there's a dead end. That's a dead end road down there. The only way that if someone would have to know the back roads that there's probably roads back there that nobody even knows is back there, maybe four-wheelers and horse trails and all kinds of stuff like that, but somebody would have to be familiar with that area and know exactly, if I take this road, where am I going to end up at? I just don't see a stranger coming to that area and taking her and then driving around not knowing where in the hell they're at.
Well, like I said, a stranger isn't even going to know that house is on 110, especially in the summertime. Much less know that there's a little girl in her basement or on her swing or wherever, because we don't know what happened to Summer. But if Summer was taken, it sure wasn't no stranger. It would have had to been somebody that know their way in and out of there.
Yeah, and I mean, then you look at Don and his behaviors and his drug usage and things like that, and of course you're going to have to look at that and say, okay, well, and we know that Don Wells, in my opinion, definitely can piss people off very quickly. And, so then you got to look and say, okay, well, who did Don piss off? Who did he piss? He could have pissed off one of his drug dealers. He really could have, uh, you know, um, Candace could have made somebody mad. I said before, I don't know if people, agree or not, and that's fine by me, but Candace seems like the type of person that she thinks everything's funny, right? She thinks everything's funny. So if she was with a stranger, right, male or female, and they were all smoking together or whatever, and somebody's like, I would sure like to get a hold of that little girl of yours. I can see Candace fucking laughing. Yeah, whatever. Right? I just think that and I'm telling you, especially after I heard them laughing about that situation that Josh just played the other night, I'm like, no.
Like I said, nobody knows what happened to Summer, because if we did, we'd have her. And then it's just my opinion. A stranger, a strange person, a stranger that don't know the area, no, didn't happen. Didn't happen.
That's what I said. I truly believe that if
you don't even see the house in the summertime. You can't even see it.
Right. Well, that's what I said, and this is just my opinion that if thank you, Carla. If this is a thing, and this is just my opinion, if Candace did walk Summer to the door to tell the boys to keep an eye on her, it wasn't because she was going right back over to fix Mama's knee brace. It was because she was leaving the hill. That's my opinion, and I'll stick by that till I can't stick by it anymore.
Well,
Hey, Abundance.
Keep it to myself up on the YouTube, but
yeah, I do know that a lot of people do try to
there you go, Grace.
keep it to themselves, for sure. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do real quick. God's Amazing Grace with Crystal. And I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to do this, but we've kind of, you know, we had our fun. Now we're getting into some other stuff about children. This is God's Amazing Grace with Crystal. She's in the Middlesboro Christmas Parade, and she's honoring little Elena Humbre that we talked about on this channel. Crystal come over and talked a little bit about it. Little Elena was, I'll say, hurt very badly. They're saying that possibly 5 different DNAs were left in this baby. And mama was left that baby and went a couple houses down and had stayed down there or something. But she left this baby with some, I think a couple of them were even offenders. And so little Elena was very mistreated. I believe she's in the hospital, or I can't remember. I covered 2 different cases because I covered this one, and then I covered the one where the little year-old baby, they had burned it, and then you know, there's just horrible things done all the time. Well, Flies is in that chat. So, all right, Flies, I see you over there. Don't come and say hi. I see you, girl. But anyhow, that's she's honoring Elena. So bless her heart. Crystal's done a lot for this little girl. Absolutely. So
Look at that sweet baby.
yeah, she is so adorable. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, she turned it on subscribers only mode. Well, I'm a subscriber, but I don't know why she did that. There, I left her a note. To prevent trolls. Why do I I don't understand why people trolled her at all. That's just horrible. But let me give her a thumbs up and then I'll get out of there. So, okay. All right, we're done there. So, gave her a little bit of recognition on that. The case, yeah, all these cases break my heart.
You're fine, baby bean. I'm just.
Yeah, you guys get together however you need to and, have whatever conversations y'all need to have. And
if you'll allow me to remain calm, I do want to say something because I have had a couple of people, not in your chat, but this. Okay. I have had people ask me why, since I'm local, didn't help with Summer's, the tree and not just the tree, but when they went where Eric Estrada was, I have been flat out, why didn't you help your local?
right.
I would have loved to have helped. Oh, that's my dog.
Well,
I'm
I can understand your
I would have loved
hesitation
to have
on it
helped
too,
maybe
though.
personally, but I do stop it. I do not care to be around Dawn or Candace. I will not put
Right.
myself on Wells because of what he admitted himself doing. And I just have, I would have loved to have helped, but unfortunately, if you go and help with those things, you're placing yourself around them when you don't want to be around them, and I'm just not going to do that. I cannot be
Right.
around John Wells. I just cannot, and I will not. I just won't do that. And but otherwise, I would love to have helped.
Right.
But really, that's how that turned out. I would have. So there's the answer
No,
to
I
everybody's
completely
question.
understood the whole
Been
situation with you. I mean, the thing about it is, that could have put you in a very harmful situation if some people knew who you were. I mean, that's just the truth about it. And these people on social media, a lot of times, they want to turn things into real life. And even though I know, some of these creators or whatever, that they're just saying things, or just spouting off the mouth. But there are people who don't spout off the mouth, and they want to turn stuff into to real life different things. Oh, you're fine,
yeah, and
Lisa Kleckner. Thank you.
it's the I don't care if people know who I am because I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to be ashamed of. It's like I don't care to associate with a man that has admittedly doing things to his sister, and I will not associate myself with a man. I will not take pictures with a man. I will not have anything to do with anyone that has done something like that. I just will not.
Right.
I will not. I don't agree with it.
Well, you know what? I told you a long time ago that I commend you for what you did. That was something that had to have been very, very hard for you. And not
Not that
because
I don't
I
support.
don't.
I support Summer 100%. I will do anything within my power that I can to help Summer, but I will not associate with a freaking piece of shit pedophile. I just won't do it. I'm sorry. That's how
Right.
there it is.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you.
My hubby.
Grace is in Knoxville. There are many, many people who
Ramon
are
Cobb's birthday. Do you want
in
me
in different places, from Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Carolina, that have really come together because of Summer, going missing. And um, you know, I wish a lot of us could have met under different circumstances, but I think that that is one thing that I will say about Little Summer. She brought a lot of people together, and a lot of good people. There's of course going to be bad apples in the crowd, no doubt about that. But you know, well, that's the thing, Miss Justice. Look what's happened. Look what's happened to not all of them, but a lot of people that has been put in any type of situation with the wells, right? None of them's ended up real good at all. That's why, especially on my channel, I was real adamant to tell people opinions and theories with no repercussions. Because what was happening on some of these channels, if you were not for the wells, then you were getting treated badly, right? If you weren't for the wells, then oh my gosh, you know, people would come after you left and right.
Well,
And
there were a couple of people that didn't want me on their panel because of who I was, and were saying that I was covering it for my brother and that he did something.
Well, but they really don't know you and your story, you know?
No, I wouldn't cover it for my brother for anything.
Right. I believe you 1,000%. Or you
No,
wouldn't
it's
have went
right.
to the police.
When
Or
he
you
first
wouldn't have went to the police to start with. You wouldn't have turned him in.
right, and when she did go missing, and I don't care to say it, I don't care who to. Yes, I talked. The TBI talked to me. The detective talked to me. There was a lot of them, and I told them. I answered their questions and told them what I felt could be helpful, and I don't care who knows it. I don't cover up shit for nobody.
Your granddaughter's Paisley Grace, Carla?
Oh, what a pretty name.
You might have to enlighten me on her name, but her name sounds familiar for some reason. I just can't think of why on the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, I think what you should be commended for what you did. Not everybody, because what people don't understand, and I will say this. Do you guys not realize what she lost by telling on her brother? She didn't gain anything by doing that, except for, knowing that she had morals and a good heart and knew what was right and what was wrong. AC lost a lot from doing that. So that's, I think people, should understand that.
I gained a lot too, though, RC.
Right, right.
I realized, even though some people were blood, I realized who my real family was, who the people were that really mattered, the people who really cared about me and stood by me. So I gained a lot too.
Right.
My
Justin, AC is
Frank
Frank
like
Light's sister. AC's the one who had she told on Frank.
That's my
She's
brother.
she's the one who stood up for what was right, and when she learned what was transpiring, she immediately went to law enforcement and did what was right and needed to be done.
I was
So
talking about you earlier, Justin, but it was all good, I promise.
yeah, she's wanting to know your skincare line.
Because
I
you're
do
gorgeous.
too. I know you got a video or something, Justin, that talks about like your moisturizer and stuff. I just need to go back and find it. So for sure. For sure, for sure. Well, you whippersnappers, I've been on here 3 hours. I am going to get off here. AC, thanks for coming up and hanging out with me and telling me your jokes, because you are funny. I don't care what you say. Girl, you are funny. Hey, Blue Eyes Dumpling.
I've never been on panel this long before, so I hope I did okay.
You did perfectly fine, AC. Don't you worry about it. No,
Hey,
Justin, I'm not doing another 3 hours. I can't. I can't today.
My hubby hasn't left for work yet, and he just got up. Somebody wants to say one more thing to you.
Okay.
Happy birthday, RC.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, happy birthday to you too.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, honey.
All right. You have a nice night at work if you can.
I'll try.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself.
I was telling RC about the time you found the naked man in the bathroom at work.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord.
No. No. I don't want any more of
That's
those.
when I would have ran out and I'd have been like, hey, manager, somebody needs you in the bathroom. Heck yeah.
Okay.
That's
I hope you had a
crazy.
good birthday. Miss Diane, I'm going to jump down and let you end your show.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys, RC. You
Happy
and your
birthday.
husband are very kind.
Happy birthday to all the other Sagittariuses. And Justin, you are adorable.
You come back and hang out with me anytime you want to, AC.
All right. Honey.
Anytime you
I'm
want.
going to hop down.
All right, darling. Thank you so much. I adore AC and her husband. They are so kind. Such nice people. I think I might have oh, there she went. I was gonna say maybe I threw her off where she wasn't ready to go. Oh, I bet you would like to give me a whooping, Justin. You little whippersnapper, you. Hey, German Shepherd Mom. Hey, Teresa. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you, Pearly. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, everybody's so kind, and I don't even think we had any trolls today, which is really good. But yeah, I can't hang out any longer, you guys. I've kind of just wore myself out here. Um, I didn't even get a cake. It's just kind of hard to go to the store and do different things when we're all kind of in quarantine here. So I know Todd asked me what I wanted for my birthday dinner, and to be honest with you, I don't know. My stomach has been so messed up from all the snot drainage. I've kind of ate toast, but I think I'm gonna break down and try to eat some soup or something tonight. Get some crackers out and start getting stuff back on my stomach. I've lost weight. I've got Dunlap disease. You guys know what Dunlap is? Dunlapped over my belt. I can tell I've lost weight. I got that Dunlap disease, y'all. But it was so fun. I appreciate you guys. I had a lot of fun. Um, and like I said, we all get passionate about Summer's case. There's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate AC. She's a she's a no bullshitter, and she's very passionate about what she thinks also. We all are. So oh man, it's midnight there, Pearly. Girl, you better get to bed. You better get to bed. Oh, I will, Vic. Sexy overflowing. Corey. That's so funny. That is so funny, Corey. Sexy overflowing. I guess I never really thought about it like that. So, but yeah, if you guys want to finish watching that parade, it's over on God's Amazing Grace with Crystal. But yeah, she's carrying a little banner over there in the Middlesboro parade. Really cool. Really cool thing for her to do over there. I learned a couple different things about, situation. Yeah, I'll leave it up, Lisa. I don't think we said anything we need to hide, which I don't really care about. I really don't care about hiding anything. I don't think we really said anything that didn't, you know, that we don't think is our opinion or the truth or whatever. That's why men always take us out to eat on the first date. So there's more of us to love. Yeah, you can go watch the replay. We were just having fun, and I'm practicing clipping videos. So I clipped a bunch of different little funny skits and stuff. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, you guys being in chat and being respectful to each other, and that does. I've said it many a times, that means more to me than anything else. That no matter what your opinion is, no matter what your theory is, that you can all hang out in my chat, be respectful about how we think about whatever. if we all had the same mindset about everything, what a fucking boring life we would have. I mean, seriously, we would be very boring people. Thank you, Damaris. I loved your song, Damaris. I did. You do amazing. You do amazing work with your music. Thank you, Be the Bean. Gonna keep my eye on you too. That video Be the Bean did. Actually, I can show it to y'all real quick before I leave. I think it's fascinating. I think it's just fascinating that somebody was paying attention. Because sometimes I don't, sometimes I say things without really coming out and saying things, if you know what I mean. So this is Be the Bean did this 8 hours ago. So let's just watch this real fast together. Hang on, I gotta turn the
What do I think that happened? I don't have any opinion on it anymore. I don't. In all honesty, it's way too shady all the way around. And I honestly think she never left that fucking hill. And if she did, somebody did something. I honestly think she never left that fucking hill. And if she did, somebody did something. Somebody did something. She never left that fucking hill.
The thing about Andrew, you guys, is I mean, I've watched many Andrew on many panels, right? And have just really kept an eye out on how he answers questions. And I was really disturbed with him when he made the comment, and he knows this. I've questioned him about it since. The statement that traffickers wouldn't want Summer, she was too skinny. When I asked him why he said that, if I can remember right, his answer was something along the lines of, well, I pulled up pictures. So I was just going by pictures. And I have it in a live stream somewhere where, I ask him that question. Only because you go by age. That's all, H. Davis. Only because you go by age. Because if your last name is Davis, so people need to realize that that's not Andrew's son's last name. So that's the only reason, is because you use that initial H in your name. Well, that might be a good idea. If you're having problems with people on social media, especially because of the channels and stuff that you go to, covering the Summer Wells case, in everybody's mind, when they see H, they automatically assume that it's Andrew's son. I mean, we know different. We all know different. But, if you're getting harassed or something because of that, just, change it a little bit. Think of something that you would like to be called, and we'll just start calling you that if we need to. Yeah, yeah, H. Davis. We just called H because he was a minor. You know, he was a minor when all this stuff happened. So, you know, it was just we had to be careful saying his name. But I mean, the kid's gonna be 18 in a couple months, so you know, why? Why would you leave YouTube? Well, you don't have to leave, H. This is the thing, okay, H. Davis. We know that you're H, okay? We know that you are not Andrew's son, okay? We all know that. So if people are harassing you, don't pay them no freaking attention. Don't pay them any attention. And if you are on another channel and you are being harassed in someone's chat and that creator does not let them know that you are not Andrew Hill's son, then maybe you shouldn't go to that channel anymore, okay? I mean, I would hate to see you leave because you hang out here. We like to have you hanging out. You know, we're here for you. We're here for you for sure. All right, I'm popping off here. Thank you all so much. Thanks for making my birthday fun. Without you guys, I would have just sat here alone today with Todd and Chad. So I still would have sat here alone today. I'm just playing. I hope my son gets better because, man, I know how I felt. I know Todd told me how he felt, and you know, it was worse for my son. I mean, he went and had that endoscopy done, so that had to have been made it 5,000 times worse. Uh, what is she waiting for, Lisa? If he went on her channel and said it, what is she waiting for? I guess I'm kind of lost. H Davis knows that he's fine over here. We know who he is. I know there's other channels that he goes to. Jesus, H. All right. All right, H. I don't know why you're doing that over here. There's nobody disrespected you over here or said anything out of the way. Oh, you thought maybe he was related to John Davis True Crime? Heck yeah, that would be good people to be related to. But I don't think anybody in chat has disrespected him, have they? I mean, seriously, Eve, anybody? Has anybody seen him being disrespected over here? Yes, Carla, who? All right, we got Eve and Squirrely Girl saying no. Oh, because he never said why? Well, I was going to say, you guys, because no one would do that in my chat. I wouldn't allow anybody to do that in my chat. So I don't know why. Maybe he's just having a bad day. If you're having a bad day, H. Davis, I'm sorry for you, okay? But you know that nobody's going to disrespect you in my chat. I've never let it happen before, and it ain't going to happen over here. So that's right, Vic. We're lovers, not fighters. Nobody would. I know, Eve. Nobody would let anybody disrespect him over here. So, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, H, but we're here. We're here for you. You pop in when you need to, and we'll always be supportive of you and what you're going through, okay? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Um, you know, sometimes some of us have bad days. Okay. Thank you, Sandy. Definitely send me those healing vibes through the galaxy. So it's really weird because it's like you start feeling kind of good, and then within a few minutes you can start feeling bad, and I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go make me something hot to drink, and I don't think it's gonna be coffee. I think I might fix me some hot tea with some honey and lemon, and I don't know. I'll figure out if I want some. The bad thing about it is it's like my mind is saying I want all this food, and then I don't want all that food. So it's really weird. Really weird. So yeah, it does change very quickly. Thank you, Vic. I am going to keep my vibrations up for sure. I will, Marie. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, AC, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You're a good person, AC. And your husband's a good person too. What a couple you guys are. No, thank you, AC. Thank you, girl. And thank you, everybody else who's hanging out with me this whole time. Thank you, Justin, for popping in. Thank you, anybody who popped in and gave us a wave and said happy birthday. It means a whole lot. So thank you all very much. Just wait till I feel better and I get out of quarantine. We're going to have one hell of a live then, let me tell you. We're just going to let it loose. AC can definitely come back on panel then. Thank you, Liplock. I know you're with family, but we appreciate you so much. Don't forget the little clip I did for you, because I did it just for you, because I think you're so special. But I loved it. I loved the clip. I got to show it one more time, then my ass is getting off here. Just because it's the cutest clip ever. It just reminded me of you so much. I mean, Jeezy Weezy. I can't help it. It's so freaking cute. It is the cutest clip I think I've ever done. It just reminded me of you. I love that cat.
Can you let go now? You feel better? No.
Then it hasn't kicked in yet.
Oh my God, I love that
Can you let go
cat.
now? You feel better? No.
Then it hasn't kicked in yet.
That is a real cat. At first, I didn't think it was a real cat, but yeah. Oh, Cheryl's watching basketball. That's all right, Vic. You tell her thank you very much. Nothing wrong with the basketball. Nothing wrong with the basketball. Okay, I'm getting off here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Prayers for anybody who doesn't feel well, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.